Little Weezer, The Good Life. I want to thank at Tyler_Rizzo for the request to start today's show. Nice. Good morning, Jim Norton.
Hello, boys. I have a question about wine. I brought in a wine.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
My cord is still making noises.
Let me say hi to Sherrod Small, too, so people know he's here.
Hi, Sherrod.
Yes. As you pull out a bottle of wine.
Now, I don't know if this is... Well, you know what it was? It was...
That stinks.
Is it bad stuff? Because somebody I know works with wine, and they gave me this.
Let me see that.
Well, why do you say it's bad? It
might be. I just can't drink it. The guy told me it's a good bottle of wine.
Because it's not like a...
He knew I wouldn't know.
It's not a Cab or a Merlot. It's some of that girly wine.
What is a Ponte de Lima?
I don't know. Let's wine.com this shit.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I got in a lot of trouble over the years because as soon as someone gives me a bottle of wine, sometimes right in front of the person, I'll wine.com that shit.
There you go. To see what it's really worth.
Yes, of course.
It might just be cough medicine.
Let me do this for Jim Norton. Who gave this to you?
It was somebody I know in the wine business.
Ooh, all right. It's probably pretty good then. I've never seen it before.
They said that was good, but again...
You can't judge the wine by the person who gives it to you.
Let's see.
So if he's an upstanding citizen who seems like he has it going on.
Yeah, but again, a lot of times upstanding citizens are sneaky.
And they'll give you the bum shit?
They'll give you the bum shit, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no faith. I know nothing about wine.
Rosés in general stink, in my humble opinion. If you're going to drink a wine, you want something a little heavier, right?
Yeah, why not?
Sorry we couldn't find what you were looking for. It's not even on...
Wow, some family stumbled on a $136 million painting.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Yes.
Auctioneer, an expert.
Here, look this up for us.
On Tuesday, the painting, Judith cutting off the head of Holofernes, believed to be a long-lost 17th century work by some Italian master. It was found in France. Oh, it was in France. Okay. Wow.
It's another one of those stories where, you got to go through your parents when they die. Me and Sherrod were kind of talking about this before the show. You got to see if they got a little nugget in that attic.
$136 million is Antiques Roadshow on steroids.
Yeah,
for your ass.
That's a lovely find. Like, I have a storage unit in New York City, and it was empty when I got it. So whoever finds it after may find one videotape. I thought these were women.
Oh, might leave one behind for somebody.
It's worth about $34.
Here's the story. A family had a stroke of luck when they discovered a dusty old painting in their attic. It could be worth $136 million.
That's like a year's salary here.
Wow, wait for somebody. Somebody with a big fat fucking ego that has to close hallways.
Look at the size of that painting, by the way.
What?
It's huge. Was it rolled up or was it like that? What kind of house?
That's a good question. I don't know. It was dusty.
It had to,
was that in the paper this morning?
Yeah.
It sounded like rich people
in
getting richer.
In the paper.
The Daily News or the Post?
Post.
The Post, all right.
Post.
That's a
How big is the painting?
That painting is humongous.
Humongous?
So it's like, who didn't see that in the attic? How big is your fucking attic?
Wow. Yeah, no kidding. That should have been the whole wall of an attic.
That shit like the 9/11 flag.
Right. That's, God, if I had to guess, that looks at least 5 feet high. Maybe 6 feet high.
How do you not see that?
Well, maybe it was just
and then I'm going to go
at
about 12 feet. No, about 10 feet the other way.
It's a 17th century painting.
Let's see. The 17th century painting who depicts, like you said, a bloody biblical beheading. Whoa. Maybe a long-lost masterpiece from one of history's greatest painters, the Italian artist... You tried that name too, right?
Lyle Shipperson.
Caravaggio.
I call him C Murder.
Yeah. The unnamed family was fixing a leaky roof of their home near Toulouse, France, 2 years ago when they hit the possible art world jackpot.
You imagine if fucking water leaked out a $136 million painting because of some squirrels? I spent the rest of my life hunting squirrels and cutting their feet off and then freeing them.
You would be beheading squirrels left and right.
No, befooting them. You go ahead now, and the squirrel will be leaving with no feet.
Yeah. The piece, which is believed to be from sometime, like you said, between 1600 and 1610.
Oh, that's old.
They knew how to paint that well in 1600?
Yeah, wow. They were good.
That's damn.
Have been stuffed in the rafters of the old home. The rafters.
Wow.
Art experts unveiled the artwork Tuesday, sparking debate about its authenticity. The brushstrokes in the painting's blood, which pours down the neck of a war general, It's the real deal. Proves it's the real deal. French art experts told the cable news channel. Wow.
Wow, in the rafters. I wonder if it must have been rolled up then. I doubt it was open for 200 years and no one saw it.
But
it's cool to see beheadings was still hot back then.
Yes,
though, right?
yeah, exactly.
It's cool to see.
Congratulations, radical Islam. Bring back the old days.
It was appropriated.
So ISIS is just retro.
That's right. They're culturally appropriated.
Yeah. But critics claimed it could easily have been made by a copycat or even one of Garavaggio's students. Can you imagine? Really? You teach your kids that well and then they could do your shit?
Yeah, definitely.
That's
your
pretty,
apprentice? Yeah.
It could be a workshop copy created by an apprentice, for example.
Still fucking 400 years old.
Yeah, it's got to be worth something if it's 400 years old, looking pretty damn good.
$625. It's either $136 million or $600.
Sometimes the artists themselves will have the apprentice to do all the work and the artists take the credit for it.
The fuck is that about?
It's the bullshit.
Yeah, you know how the art world is. I'm doing a documentary on it.
Yep.
It's called The Art World is Bull Sugar.
She added, we will be able to definitively say if Caravaggio himself held the brush.
How? Oh, the brush strokes.
I guess.
Like,
I guess they study that shit.
They compare it to his other paintings.
Yeah, they really get carried away with the paintings.
$136 million in an attic.
Where's that market? How does that market? Because that's just made up market. This is somebody's opinions of how much this is worth.
I would take a couple mil for that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I would just say, hey, just give me a couple mil. I'm
give me
good.
$4 million, man, all cash.
Yeah,
I'd give it away. Look what I found, this hunk of shit clogging the attic.
You just throw it away. Let's give it.
Get rid of it. Piece of garbage.
Seems like there's one of these stories almost every other week.
I know.
People finding shit.
That's why I watch Antique Roadshow and be like, how come I can't find a gun that's worth $2 million in my grandfather's attic?
I love Antique Roadshow. I used to just watch that over and over again.
It's so addictive.
I love the ones where the dummy thinks they have something.
And it's nothing.
And it's nothing. Or they go, well, if it didn't have this water damage, this thing would be worth 10 times what we're gonna tell you.
It's not signed by the artist. It's signed F. That means forger.
Right.
Oh, no. Thought I had a real thing. No, you don't. We already planned my wife's hysterectomy. Well, you'll have to get the funds some other way. This plate won't do it, sir.
Or it's like a very valuable piece of furniture, and they go, well, why is it now white? Well, we thought, so we sanded it down and we refinished it.
Ruined it.
Well, if you didn't do that, ma'am, this thing would be worth millions.
Yes, the blood of Christ was on it, and you sanded it off.
Right, you dummy.
Oh, madam, you shouldn't have sanded this off.
Oh, I love when they give them a wake-up call. We thought...
How did you work hysterectomy into it?
That's a great word.
They have plans for those things. You see the people in the back. Some people hating on them. Like, I hope this ain't worth shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you see them. Yeah, you see the other dummies walking around and you're like, why is that person special?
Yes.
With their painting.
A blanket that's worth...
Hey, could you tell me why you guys reframed this painting? Well, we thought it would be better for the room it's in.
Ruined it.
Well, if you kept the original framing, ma'am, it's a great show.
But where can you find things that's worth stuff that people don't know about?
You gotta go in the attic.
In basements and...
You know what?
All garages.
And you got to think our relatives that are no longer with us, they were sneaky. So I think you got to start cutting away at walls and shit.
Yeah.
Looking for secret passages.
Yep.
That's where the good shit is.
You got to find the hidden shit.
The hidden shit.
Not the stuff that's passed down from generation. That's what you thought it's worth something. It ain't worth shit.
No, the good stuff, they knew how to hide that.
Yeah.
If you have some old house, I would just start digging into walls and shit.
No, you might find those people that live under the stairs. Remember the Wes Craven movie?
Yes.
How unrealistic was that movie? They're just hanging out in the behind the walls of the house.
It scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, it was kind of creepy, but no one has giant gaps like that in their fucking...
It wasn't believable?
That are well lit.
When do you notice your electric bill's a little high? Wait, I think there's more light in this house somewhere.
Yeah, there's people living in the walls. Why don't they just come out and live somewhere else?
You hear a TV playing? Is that here a TV?
It's awful. Well, whose car is that? The car in the driveway all the time. I don't know who it is.
Somebody order pizza?
Exactly. There's a hole in the wall, and someone's coming back from work with a lunch pail. What's going on?
Yeah, they got to eat.
It's a silly movie, I think.
Right.
Hard to believe, especially in a New York condo. You'd never see that. I mean, with the rents as high as they are.
All right, electric bill is awfully high lately. Can't figure it out.
Yeah.
Turn off the lights every night.
Yeah. I hear the scampering and the mice
Right.
are whispering. Do you hear the mice whispering in the hole?
What was the story? Was it kids in a
No,
wall?
it was people, weird people.
Yeah. Those mice must be awfully large.
Yeah, they're big mice.
God, what does it take to know someone's living behind your fucking wall?
And it's very cold in here. Apparently those mice have eaten all the insulation away. And why did the homeowners leave so much space between the outer and inner wall? I don't know. Whoever built it.
It was weird.
Although, I've told this story a couple times over the years. We lived in an old house.
Right.
And we were just little fucking kids, and we were all scared shitless because we thought there were ghosts in the attic. Because we would hear shit. And we were fucking scared. And we were ready to go to my mom and dad to say, what the fuck's going on in the attic? And that's when my sister grabbed us and we had a little fucking, sibling meeting. And they're like, that's my fucking boyfriend. He's living up there right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She was taking food up to him and everything. I guess he got kicked out of his house and he was living in our attic.
That is.
And there was a door from the outside that went right up to the attic. So it was perfect. So this dude got kicked out of his fucking house.
How old was he?
My sister was about 16, 17 at the time, somewhere around there. She was still in the house.
Yeah.
And we would hear these noises, and we were getting scared. We're like, we're hearing this shit. There's got to be a ghost up there. And good old sis has to tell us, no, that's my boyfriend.
She's like, no, that's my man.
I don't remember how long he lived up there, but he lived there for a little bit.
Really?
A little bit until he figured it all out. Yeah.
He was leaving ghost goo all over sis.
Ectoplasma. Wait a minute, your parents never found out?
I don't think they found out about that. I think they found out years later, yeah. But not at the time.
Not at the time when he was in the house.
No, but then my sister went up there and said, will you stop fucking, stomping around?
Your sister's a bona fide freak.
You got to fucking walk a little softer up there.
Moving dudes into the attic?
Moving
at
dudes
16?
into the attic, yes. 16, 17, somewhere around there. Yes. It was an old house, too, so it was the creaky fucking floorboards.
And what, your parents' room, not like their bedroom wasn't under the attic where he was staying?
No, because we put a new section onto our house, so there was a new attic and an old attic. We had two attics, basically. So he was in the old attic. Yeah, and she would sneak food up at night and shit, and whatever else. Now that I'm, older.
Yeah, she was up there doing grown.
Sneaking food up.
Ah, shit.
Sneaking cum down.
Oh, fuck.
Just flinging out the window into the bushes.
When you're a teenager and you got something that you think is your own apartment, you're going to jizz on everything.
Yeah, I imagine you're going to misbehave.
You will.
It was a nice spot in that old attic.
Was it a TV up there? No.
No, nothing like that. There was a light, though.
Yeah.
There was a light.
Sounded like there was one, but it wasn't. They must be watching Earthquake again.
Oh, yeah. But we had an old attic. I wonder if there's some shit up there.
Yeah.
But you gotta like start pulling shit up. Floorboards and stuff.
Estate sales. That's what we got to start hitting. Like old men.
You gotta
People know that already, though.
You gotta think if you're...
There's got to be something out there all the time, though, Jimmy.
I'm sure, but people kind of know now that, hey, old stuff could be worth money. Like, you know what I mean? It's not one of those things that, like, years ago, where people were like, that's garbage, get rid of it.
Well, I was a caddy, one of 7 kids. So my mom took all my fucking money to pay bills and shit.
Yeah.
And I knew I needed a nest egg to get the fuck out of my house. So I started I would start giving her only half, going, I was a slow day at the fucking golf course. And then I started rolling up my money into tinfoil, and I hid that shit in my room.
And did you find all of it?
Sometimes I think that I wonder if I grabbed it all. It was in the floor.
Be buried somewhere.
It was in the floor, in the heating. Like, I lifted it up, and then I'm like, that's not good enough. Maybe, what if they have a problem with the heating and they have to go in there? So then I peeled back the wallpaper and made a nice little hole for myself.
Amazing.
What'd you use it for?
The hole?
Yeah.
Why does everything have to be about putting your dick in something?
I don't know, you make a hole in the wall.
This is just a nice little story.
You make a hole in the wall.
About a boy that had dreams.
I don't know. I'm not saying that you didn't stash that $11. I'm saying that there was a hole in that wall. And must have got good use out of it.
I found other things to put my penis in when I was that age.
Oh, man.
Nothing like Jimmy, Jesus.
Well, mine was just in my hand and mouths. I was a pretty healthy boy.
Mouths.
Yeah. I had toot on it.
Yeah. But I remember hiding my money just in case the day came where I had to go.
Yeah, we had to get out of there.
I never went, obviously, but it was always something I felt like I needed.
Like you're looking forward to.
And it wasn't even that much money, probably. Probably a few $100s at the time.
That's enough to get you away from your family.
That I was able to hold back. I held that back just so I could buy shit, too. You know, new sneakers and whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Anyway, what my point is that I'm sure a lot of people do that. Hide their valuables.
I know it.
You ever hide valuables growing up or anything? Drugs?
No drugs.
Maybe drugs?
Just things that I thought were important, like fucking comic books.
There you go.
Well, you weren't wrong.
Where'd you hide the comic books?
In the backyard. Dug a hole.
Oh, that's a good safe place for a valuable item.
But it was in a can. It was in a little can thing that, you know.
We tried all that shit with, like, porno magazines and stuff, and the fucking rain would always get into whatever system
we tried to sell, and, like, you remember you get the cans for the tennis balls?
Sure.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We used to roll them up and put them in there and then bury them.
And that stayed dry?
Most times.
Why bury them?
Fuck, that's a great idea.
Just trying to hide them from each other.
Oh, okay.
This was the hood, Jimmy.
But
they take your shit.
Yeah, they do.
We did that with like porn magazines, not comic books. But that's brilliant. That one would work. Yeah.
People were wondering why all these tennis balls were in the bookshelf. Where's all the little holders for the tennis balls?
Now, there was a whole bunch of guys like you that did the same fucking thing, right? And their shit is buried. No one knows it's buried. And then that person fucking dies. So
what about the mobsters? What about the mob guys people who rob stuff or stole stuff from a jewelry store and then buried the shit and then get arrested?
That's
and
what
die
I'm
in
saying.
Prison?
Yeah. What about the guys who are actually buried out there? The
Right.
fucking bodies that they find. There's people that just disappear.
Right.
Yeah, some stuff will never be found.
But there's stuff, yeah, you're hiding for yourself, and then you end up fucking dying, whatever. You never told anybody, and that stuff's out there.
Definitely in Long Island. Definitely in Long Island. There's a bunch of shit buried over there. Definitely.
Where, though?
That's the question.
That's the question.
We got to get metal detectors. And really
that metal detector,
it's horse shit?
We had one. It's garbage.
What, it didn't detect?
It was fun to go with my dad to the local beaches as the sun was going down, but we never found shit.
You never found the ring, anything like that on the beach?
God, no. Sometimes, like, it was mostly the tops of, like, beer cans and soda cans. That's about it. You know, the tabs, the pops. And then sometimes change, and then every once in a while, some cheap necklace that wasn't worth shit.
Yeah.
We never got anything.
You know where you need to take it? To Central Park.
I think Sheep Meadow, right?
Sheep Meadow, you find your engagement rings every fucking weekend.
I think you're right.
Because everybody's out there losing shit.
Well, the Sheep Meadow.
Tanning and, Sheep Meadow.
The girls strip down to their bronze. I'm telling you, can we talk about this again?
It's a great time.
Jimmy doesn't get out there, man.
Jim, you were right near it, right?
I have a laptop.
No.
You got to go out there and experience it, man.
No.
Sherrod takes his bike around.
Central Park got the international flavors.
I like Central Park for
and these girls trying to get it in.
Sheep Meadow.
Yeah.
They're getting it in, Jim.
Do you take your bike diagonally across Sheep Meadow?
Oh, yes. I go through there all the time. I used to walk my dog, my Yorkie, through there.
And the locals know you're fucking being pervy because they're like, there's no reason for you to take your bike across Sheep Meadow like you're doing.
It just asses up in the air.
And I always know the people that know. I'm like, all right, yeah, you're right. Because you see all the girls in their bra and panties at lunchtime. They strip down to nothing to get an hour of fucking sun in
the middle of the city.
It's unbelievable. And then you get the here and there the topless broads.
Nothing beats it.
You get a topless broad every other time, maybe one or two.
It's the secrets of New York. You go through there like as soon as it get warm, like June.
It's unbelievable, Jimmy, for real.
It's just girls out there. Even on the bike trail over there, you see some girls sometimes just
on the hills and
on
stuff.
The hills,
right?
On their blanket by themselves.
Riverside Park.
Yes. Just ass out. I'm like, what?
Yes.
Why don't people don't know about this?
It's those are the little nuggets that I love. I love it. To me, that's way hotter than going on a fucking computer. I don't know why.
A lot of girls from
why.
Central Park back when I first moved on the RB side because I used to go over there where the skaters be, the City Park skaters and all that. It's just be broads.
Yeah, real women. I mean, seeing in person is hotter. Absolutely. Than a computer.
It's all right. Yeah.
And I'm telling you, it's just a lot of just international women just hanging out, want something to do. Hey, come to the comedy club.
Have you caught the dudes that fiddle in Sheep Meadow?
Oh, yeah, what do you mean?
They fiddle about?
Oh,
They'll sit like just far enough from some of these hot broads.
And pocket pull it?
They'll fiddle about a little bit.
Yeah, why not? I might be one of them someday.
They fiddle about. Right, it's right in the middle of Sheep Meadow in daylight.
It always makes me sad when I see people in Central Park. Like, it looks fun, but it's like that's how congested New York is. All these people on their lunch hour just want some kind of a connection to outside.
Yeah.
So guys wearing a suit and tie with no shoes. Wow, this is like relaxing in the country. No, it's not. There's a man defecating into his own hat next to you.
Jimmy's not wrong.
That's
on those hot days, you can't even see the grass sometimes.
Dude, you can't see the grass.
Fucking people.
Yeah.
It's just people desperately trying to get outdoors a little bit because everyone's so cooped up inside. I'm always like, wow, man, people just want to be a little outdoors.
I'm one of those guys. I wish I had a place in the city that had outdoor space.
Yeah, I have a little backyard.
That's
I don't
nice,
use
right?
it as much as I use. I had another one that was better and bigger that I use more.
Right.
That I had access to through the living room. I think that's a big thing too. If you got to go to the bedroom to get to it, you probably ain't going to use it a lot.
Right.
I have to go through the public space to use it. Like the buildings all have a public space, but it's not the same.
Mine doesn't have a fucking public space.
You don't have a little public area?
Nope.
Oh.
In your building?
Nope. There were thoughts about making the roof into something. But
The roof should always be one. How is it not?
They bailed on that.
I wonder why. Maybe liability.
I went up there once with the maintenance guys. Holy fuck. The Falcons or whatever the Falcons, right? We got Falcons in New York?
Yeah.
All the shit that they bring to the top of my building to eat.
Oh.
Carcasses of stuff that they're like, I think that's a squirrel, but that might be a cat.
I had video on my phone from that falcon that's always flying around the park.
Can't say that word. It's my nickname.
Falcon?
Falcon.
The Falcon Key.
Yeah.
He ripped a fucking another bird. He caught the bird in midair.
Yeah.
Took him to the tree. Everybody's crowded around. Ripped the other bird's head off.
You got this on video?
Yeah, I got he was eating the neck out. Eating his neck out.
But top of my building, they're like, the Falcons come. They go to the top of a lot of these buildings with their prey.
Wow.
And they eat it or whatever, and then the fucking carcasses are left behind.
I'd love to get to the top of my building before I go.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Do you have something up there too? Do they have?
I don't think there's anything for the public, but it's just such a high.
Yeah.
Just make friends with the maintenance guy, and they'll take you everywhere.
How was the view up there? Amazing.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I imagine it's a great view, but I think the wall is probably pretty high that you can't see over. No,
no, it was a little too fucking. It was that creepy height where you're thinking maybe I'll just take a little fucking dive over the top. Falcon eats a pigeon in front of a crowd in New York City.
Yep,
there you
in
go.
front of crowd.
Yeah, these Falcons don't fucking play.
They don't fuck around,
They're
man.
scary as shit. Every once in a while, I'll be riding my bike in Riverside Park, and everyone will be crowded around because you got the Falcons in the trees.
Yes, and first of all, they're beautiful birds and ruthless.
They don't give a fuck. They're beautiful. They'll fucking rip your eyes out.
Yeah, falcons are rough. I watched some nature show where it was like all these animals doing weird stuff, and there was with this one nice family who found like a little teeny bunny rabbit. It was like a baby bunny.
Right.
And it was so cute. They were like, they don't know if they should release it or should they raise it. And they go outside to release the little bunny, and it was really adorable. It literally doesn't even make it across the yard before a falcon swoops down and takes it. It was really rough.
First of all, they released it in a clear, like an open patch, so that was dangerous for them.
But who planned? You don't realize in nature that it was between two houses that a fucking falcon or whatever it was.
It was great.
Those things are good hunters.
He knew that it was just a matter of time before that family was going to release that bunny.
Oh yeah.
Look at this pigeon. This pigeon was alive 2 seconds ago.
It's still like it moving.
Fuck the pigeon, though.
They eat you.
They're delicious. Pigeons.
You ate pigeon. Oh, we've done this.
Yes.
We're supposed to eat pigeon on the air, remember?
Yes.
What the fuck's going on with that?
Yes, you gotta eat some pigeon.
I'm not eating pigeon ever.
You'll love it.
I'm a man of means. I eat quail and pheasant.
It's a delicacy.
Is it?
The meat looks like beef.
Cool, I'll have some beef. I don't go for pigeon.
Let's try some pigeon.
We love it.
E-Rock, can you get this done?
He's got some. He pulls some out of his pocket. A bag of pigeon meat.
Hopefully a French place.
Yeah, we talk about all this stuff we want to do. Let's do some of it. I want to eat the pigeon, and I want to eat that weird fish that makes everyone puke.
What?
Vagina?
Placenta shakes.
Oh, and the placenta shakes.
What?
Yeah.
How did that come about?
We were watching a clip of Keeping Up with the Kardashians where they cooked up Kim's they act
like they did.
Courtney's placenta
and fed it to
you think
the
that
mother.
you think they made believe?
Yeah, that wasn't real. That wasn't really the placenta she gave to the mother.
How do you know?
I saw that episode.
How do you know it wasn't real? I believe you, by the way, but I'm kind of mad at myself that I just assumed they...
Because in the episode, they said later that they just lied to her. And it was
they made believe it was placenta to get the reaction, and then they said, no, we're just fucking with you.
They gave her some liver or some shit like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. The
plan was to eat the placenta.
Right.
But what happened?
They switched it out for some liver, according
Why
to
eat the
Sherrod.
placenta? I don't get it.
They
full of
said
protein.
it's a whole thing. It's got a lot of nutrients and
minerals.
So is a bag of fucking vitamin pack and something else.
I agree.
It's not
with
the
you.
same though, Jimmy. Natural.
So then we saw the clip on the show. And it made us really laugh because they went to Bruce Jenner, and you could say they went to Bruce Jenner because he was still Bruce Jenner.
Yeah.
And he had crazy like scientist hair, and he was just like, "What's for dinner?" He looked miserable. You could tell that this guy. Oh yeah, okay.
Back there playing with helicopters.
He really needs to be a woman. It all made sense after that clip.
Yeah.
And then we, you know how it happens on the show. Then you start fucking going down that road, and we found videos where people make placenta smoothies.
Yeah, it's big time.
It was fucking gross, man.
It's big time. It's a big thing that women are doing now.
But then, is this the one with Bruce? Just show the Bruce part. The Bruce part makes me laugh so fucking hard.
You want to pull it out.
Where should I sit? Wherever you want.
Please do it.
Just find the Bruce.
It's just disgusting.
It's
yeah, we don't need. There he is. All right.
Oh.
And then he pops up. Look at this. Of course he's supposed to be a woman. You can tell just in this clip alone.
Yeah.
Very organic with stuff.
Hi.
So what are we having for dinner?
Having some tasty protein. This is going to be a divine meal.
He like a disheveled woman.
Yeah.
I find that hilarious. That knowing that he's now Kate.
Yeah,
or
why is
Caitlyn.
Janet Reno in the house?
He looks miserable. Like, someone take my cock and balls and saute that.
What are we having for dinner? Yeah, I'll have 2 apples. And he's fucking breaking the banana angrily. Boo.
Look at him with his hair. He's just miserable as a man, and we find it very funny.
Poor guy.
What did they do to him?
What's for dinner?
What's for dinner? This is like Donald Sterling.
Yeah. Anyway,
He was so emasculated in his own house.
so I would try a placenta smoothie. I know it's kind of shock jockey.
I'll take
but
it out.
I want to give it a shot.
It probably smells like underarm, I'm guessing.
No, it's like venison. It's kind of like, it's going to be like
gamey. That's what I want. Something that came out of a veg. I'll have to fry that up and eat it. Stop it.
I think it was. I think it'd be livery, right?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, not appetizing.
No.
Do we get to pick the bitches from?
Yeah, you know that thing a fucking baby has
Let's
been
do it.
pissing and shitting in for the last 9 months? I'd love to frickin' see that. It's horrible.
We got 2 great phone calls coming in. We're going to go back to the Falcons. We got Greg in Baltimore. Greg.
Good morning, boys.
Good morning, Greg.
What up?
Well, I DJ weddings in the area, and I was at a wedding a couple summers ago, a very dry wedding in the area, and the brides and grooms decided to release doves after the ceremony.
Excellent.
And there were 5 falcons in the area that shredded those things before most of them even got out, then proceeded to eat them in front of the people who were at the ceremony.
That's great. That's perfect for the wedding because what happened was the doves were the husband and the divorce, and the falcons were her attorneys. How appropriate.
I love it.
I would love that video.
Yeah, I would love. Yeah, there's got to be video of that, Greg.
I have no idea. No, people were pretty much screaming and running.
Yeah.
Awesome.
The bride had some dove blood on her.
No, that's what they say it was, but she really was pure. I bet you she took that and rubbed it in her panties so her husband didn't know she was taking dick for the last fucking 8 years. Oh, look, honey, I'm a virgin. There's a feather on it. Come on, I know that's not your blood. Liar! Liar! And you put it in the wrong spot. It's on the hip.
All right, thank you, Greg.
Thank you.
Oh, good God.
Yeah, peace.
I had 2 calls, and I should have taken the first one first because there was a woman that wanted to see your penis, Sherrod.
What?
Your penis came up in this conversation
Bob
again.
Kelly mentioned it.
Again?
Yeah, he was talking about delicacies for some reason.
He likes what he likes.
Yeah, he can't help it. He's a good guy. He's, dude, I'm not gay. It's just if it's on my shoulder, I got to kiss it. He said he treats it like a stole, like an old rich person with a fox stole.
Just wrap it around. The last 2 times Bob Kelly's been in here, he's talked about your penis, sir.
Yeah, well, we did have
He did say it's legendary again.
a magical time in Vegas.
Yeah.
He said it's legendary. And this woman, I guess she had to go. Maybe she wants to call back.
But how can I show it on the radio? I can't show it on the radio.
And that's a good point.
I don't know. You
We
know
need
what?
the cameras here, but Paul's filming.
You know
so.
what? You should send her a picture of it as she's live on the phone.
I can just go to her house and rape her.
Jesus. We'll see if she calls back.
Where's she calling from? Do you know where she's from?
Nah, she hung up on us. So I took that other dumb call. Greg in Baltimore with his lies.
You think it was a lie?
Yes. I used to play it one way. Fuck it. I used to let people tell their lies.
I didn't. Maybe you're right. I didn't know.
Why you think is?
Because as soon as I said there's got to be video of it, he's like, it's a wedding. Everyone's got cameras. Where's the video?
You're
Greg?
right.
That's true, Greg.
There's got to be something.
I do like Greg in Baltimore. I recognize the voice. He calls from time to time.
He's a good egg when he's not lying.
You gotta love a falcon taking a duck out of the air.
You do.
These motherfuckers are assholes.
That's
I
true.
love them.
That's true. They picked them off faster than Africa Bambaataa.
What's going on with that case?
I don't know. This is a cheap segue into a story.
But did you read some of the guy's testimony?
The guy seems believable.
He does.
But I never heard that about Africa Bambaataa
I have.
either. Oh, you have?
I have.
I had never heard anything about him that was like that.
Yes, I heard a couple stories about him like that. But he was all in that whole life of, free love.
Free love.
Really?
He came out yesterday and said that it wasn't true.
Who did?
Who, African Bambaataa?
Yeah.
Oh,
of
he
course
did give a statement, yeah.
Right.
Of course he came out and said that.
Is he straight? I mean, I never heard a thing about him that was not music related.
I can see him in groups having sex, right? It's African Bambaataa. The videos look like, anything was going on. But I did hear stories before about him and sex slaves. Alleged sex slaves.
Alleged. I never heard that.
Alleged sex slaves.
But this guy coming out was pretty believable. Did you see the video? He's like 50 and he's talking about Africa. He said Bambaataa was 23 and he was 14 and that he, jerked off together or something in the room or
Circle jerk? That's not illegal.
No.
It's American.
Well, the circle jerk is a staple of this great nation. It's actually with the covered wagons. They were like, oh, no, the Indians are coming. It was a circle jerk. And they got caught out there and they had to create an excuse. Damn, Redskins! Just 5 cowboys in a circle, their dicks in their hands. Fucking one piece of jerky on the ground. Last one to come on.
I don't know the story at all.
Yeah, he's
completely out of this one. What's
real
the deal?
pioneer in hip hop and legendary guy.
Legendary guy, yeah.
And this guy said that he was, we went to his house after school to avoid trouble, and he said that Africa sent him into the room and said, I just go sit, I forget his real name is Kevin something, sent him into the bedroom, and then he said Bambaataa came in, and I guess told him to jerk off, or they got into it somehow, and then this other guy from the living room came in, and I don't know if the kid left or whatever, but it happened a few times, he said.
What the fuck? Kid's trying to escape some bullshit, and then he has new bullshit.
Well, according to him,
well,
I haven't heard Africa Bambaataa.
Yeah, obviously according to him.
Yeah.
But there's been rumors like this floating around hip-hop for a second.
He denied accusations.
Right.
Yeah, Ronald Savage.
But it's a long video. Can we get to the...
It's a little long, yeah.
Can we get to the meat and potatoes of it?
Yeah.
Long video.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. He looked like a...
They'll find a good clip from this.
Who does he look like?
video.
He does look like somebody.
Like he drive a cab.
Right.
No, his face looks like somebody. What'd you find out about the wine, Paul? Let's talk about selling wine, Paul.
$12.
What?
$12.
$12. All right, boy. They brought over a good bottle of wine.
Well, that's online,
That still
though.
could be good.
Yeah, that's $12 online. That's about $20 in a store, probably.
Yeah,
Whoa. Someone's
25
trying to curry favor.
All right.
If you get a nice Santa Margarita for $25, that's the best Pinot Grigio, so it's not a cheap thing. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
You know that one.
I know that one.
I don't like white wine.
Who wants this wine? I don't want it. Sherrod, do you drink?
Jimmy.
Dope?
Nah, rosé
Jimmy.
stinks.
Yeah.
Drink it, Jim.
I don't drink alcohol.
Drink it, Jesus.
Jimmy, drink.
I don't drink alcohol.
Hey, have a taste. Come on, you could do it.
Just put a little on your cheek and gum.
Just drive a toothache.
Yeah, just put it on. Put it on your teeth.
Old people
Put it on
love
your
rosé.
gums. Yeah, that's an old person.
Trav dog?
I don't
You have to launch a ship? All right. Paul, Iraq, I can't give this stuff away.
I'll take it. I'll take the damn wine.
All right,
Just put it away.
Here you go. Drink it like Grady out in the park. Here you go.
Grady.
And look at that little thing. It was a nice gesture, I guess.
Of course it is.
Yeah,
but
a friend gave it to you, Jimmy.
I don't. Rosés.
Not your thing. Is that a white wine considered or no?
like
No,
it.
white wine
It's just
is
a
light.
very light.
That's dark.
My girl will like it.
Is that good with
Yeah.
steak and fish?
I mean,
I hate that people know what wine is good with what.
Well-
Well, if it's a steak now, if there's Barbary sauce, you should just drink a rosé.
if you really need to know, good steak, you get a good Cabernet. And fish, you usually go white. I don't really drink wine anymore. I used to love it too, but I'm out.
Yeah.
But if I get a nice fish, I still go for a red. Fuck it, and then I'm happy.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, you really should order a glass of white wine with that fish. Really?
Yeah.
I like reds.
That's when you just take your knife and stab the person who said that.
And tell them to shut the fuck up.
I don't know. I didn't realize there was so much behind the scenes with wine, and I have no idea.
It's stupid.
Grow up,
I think it's
Jim.
just dumb.
Yeah, I'm
And then
a
with a
big
good
boy.
pasta dinner, you're supposed to have a nice red. What else you use white for? I know fish.
Posse said red.
White?
Maybe
You use that when you need something on time, according to the mayor and Hillary.
What was that about?
What? Which one?
De Blasio's a racist.
De Blasio think he can say what he wants because he got black pussy at home? It annoys me.
He probably didn't phrase it like that, but
Well, Keith told me to say it like that.
I don't know. I heard his explanation yesterday.
What'd they say?
I don't like de Blasio whatsoever, but he's like, look, it's satire, man. It was the whole night is all about satire and jokes.
I wouldn't mind that. But the way they would crucify someone else for saying, I mean, Hillary and Bill,
Yeah, if
those two would be such. What the fuck outfit is she wearing?
She wears spacesuits.
Yeah, it is from the Ming Dynasty. What are you doing, Hillary?
What, you don't like that? You don't
No,
like that?
I don't. She looks like she should be escorting Chewbacca down a hallway. It's fucking horrible.
they're like future suits, right?
With the pants?
Yeah.
That's not even a pantsuit anymore.
Oh, she
No.
definitely got pants on.
Master Hillary.
Right, that's some weird. And she's really trying to cover up that neck.
Is it tunic?
I don't know what
Is it a tunic?
I've never seen any other woman wear this shit that she's
never.
she's wearing.
Never.
With CCP time?
Yeah, so this is a big deal, I guess.
Thanks for the endorsement, Bill.
It was in front of black people, right?
Took you long enough.
Oh snap!
Oh, this is Hamilton?
I was running on CP time.
Cautious politician time.
Oh, they fucking edited it. What assholes? Because the black guy goes, whoa, hey, oh.
Yeah, like he's...
And they edit that out.
What?
And then she explains, no, that's the whole joke. They fucked it
why
up.
they edit that out for?
Edit what out?
The black guy
guy's
jumps in
reaction.
and goes, whoa, wait, I don't approve of that, or something like that.
Right, and then they say
And then she
cautious.
turns to him and go, no, what I mean is cautious political time.
Yeah.
Why would they edit that part out? That's the whole joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have a problem with it, but Jimmy is right. Other people, if they did that, they would get fucking
De
crucified.
Blasio and Hillary would crucify them.
Right.
De Blasio would talk about how there's no room for racial insensitivity.
Right.
Big 6 foot.
Is this the
6'9"?
Look, this is what they edited out. Go. All right, sorry. Relax. Jeez.
Is it? What
Just to see them doing bits.
is this
just
Hamilton?
disturbing.
What is this?
No, this was at Inner Circle.
Okay.
But did they bring a Hamilton guy
Yes.
in? Yeah.
Oh,
That's
he was
deal.
just dressed like that.
I know, but I want what is
Yeah,
this?
why is-
Yeah, that's one of the cast members.
Why is fucking
from
Chris McAdams on stage with him?
Yeah.
Was it a good? That's a good play, right?
That everyone
Oh, my
says it is.
God, yeah.
And yes, amazing musical.
I went there and I tipped $980 and Amy aced me out.
Idiot.
All right, is this it? All right, this is what they edited out. This is the real clip.
Sorry, Hillary. I was running on CP time. That's not. I don't like jokes like that, Bill. That's not funny.
Cautious politician time.
Isn't that kind of important to the
I've
bit?
been there. Hey, Bill, do me a favor.
Oh, it's
Either
such
way,
a weak bit.
It's a terrible
Of
bit.
course it's
So bad.
It didn't even get a laugh, and it looks like her sleeves were shrunk in the dryer.
Yeah.
Yes, I like a 3/4 concert shirt from 1984. What the fuck is she wearing? It's a raincoat. It's a concert shirt. It's futuristic.
We're going to have a shitty president, huh?
Of course,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
We're
Oh,
going to have a
yes.
shitty president.
No matter which
Cautious
way we go.
politician
I know,
time.
you could yell and
Fuck
scream
yeah.
all you want at the radio right now, but we're going to have a shitty president no matter which one we get.
Yeah.
I'm on CP time. Chipper's Pecker. Fuck yeah. Chipper's Pecker time.
That was a big deal yesterday, but de Blasio's like, look, it was a night of satire. I have no problem with it. Bop, 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 bop. So
It was just corny. If it was funny enough to get a laugh or something, then it was
I can't believe that didn't get a huge laugh. That was like, that was like uncomfortable.
so uncomfortable.
Fuck yeah.
fuck yeah.
He should have brought his black son up there.
Yeah, he said it's okay.
What's the Afro kid's name?
Dante.
Sam.
Yeah, Dante.
Good old Dante.
Sam. They should have brought Dante out there.
I'd have been fucking killing over there. CP time. And she'd be like, what? I'd be like, you know how they're always late.
Word.
They have your delivery.
They sure do have Chip's delivery.
Hey, speaking of de Blasio, what do you think of this cop that is now suspended?
He was talking
You got
shit
a cop.
about his boss.
I think he was up in the Bronx. He's given a ticket, and basically told the driver, "Look, I'm sorry for this, but this is what de Blasio wants. This ticket is from de Blasio."
And then,
basically saying I wouldn't have fucking written this ticket, and then the asshole fucking films this,
Right.
and then puts it up online, even though the cop is basically saying sorry that I'm giving you a ticket.
Was he trying to fuck the cop, or hey, this is just a cool moment?
He probably was thinking, "Wow, look what I just got on tape."
Yeah,
and
we
then-
don't probably really.
I don't think when you're getting pulled over for a ticket, you think it's a cool
Oh,
moment.
good point. I mean, the cop's saying that. You're right. Yeah.
No, I assume that he was just filming it because you never know.
Right. And now the cops are livid that the NYPD suspended this officer without pay for an honest opinion of the mayor.
Yeah, that is kind of shitty.
You should be able to have an honest opinion about your fucking boss.
Without a doubt.
Should you?
Absolutely.
No.
Why?
Because you're going to get your ass fired. That's why.
Well, I don't think you could. I mean,
You shouldn't get fired. That's not
but
right.
if you don't,
Where can you go and be like this? Boss, I got an honest opinion about you. You're an asshole.
Well-
and you're a dick. I don't like your tie.
Well, he didn't say
and
it
your
to
hair
him.
piece is
Yeah.
awful.
Can I adjust?
It's honest.
He said it off camera, though.
Yeah, can I adjust as he doesn't know he's being filmed?
That's
He's just
true.
talking.
He's just talking honestly.
Then again, neither did the cops who beat up Rodney King. Sometimes not knowing I'm being filmed is not an excuse.
Right.
That was what their excuse was. We didn't know you had cameras on. And the jury was like, well, you know what? You go home, guys. Our apologies.
So the cops are pissed off that they suspended this guy.
The police union
What's the reason for the suspension? What are they possibly saying?
talking shit.
A young cop was stripped of his gun badge and paycheck just for speaking ill of Mayor de Blasio, yet bosses whom the Fed suspect of accepting lavish gifts for favors are still collecting their salaries.
Yeah, I don't think they should have suspended him without paying all that, but you talk shit about your boss, something's going to happen with your job.
Well, wasn't it this the guy who didn't the cops turn their back? They hated de Blasio. Well, this probably,
Rank and file officers ripped the NYPD on Tuesday over the double standard
They're right.
and the rush to judgment. There's a 2-year investigation going on with a deputy inspector allegedly getting diamonds, and they just got transferred, one officer said. But a cop gives a guy a ticket and voices his opinion, and he gets suspended after a 2-day investigation.
Wow. Yeah, that is kind of fucking heavy-handed for
it's
one
ridiculous. I mean, the cop's just saying something because he doesn't like the mayor, so what?
Well, they're more focused on the double standard because there's an ongoing case right now over this guy that might have accepted some diamonds. Officer Joseph Spina, 28, who's this kid's ripped.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Is under investigation for conduct unbecoming an officer while ticketing an unlicensed motorist in the Bronx.
What's unbecoming about a cop talking a little shit about the mayor? How is
that's
that
the
unbecoming?
That's the same dude right there in the picture?
Yeah, man.
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
that's different from the video.
Yeah, that's the officer.
Shooting it suspended for fucking tipping the car over with his bare hands? Jesus Christ. Like a monster.
The unidentified driver who was pulled over Saturday was for excessive noise from his car speakers. You guys get loud up there, though.
So who you mean?
You guys get loud.
What are you talking about? You guys, the Bronx?
You guys get loud.
You mean Bronx people?
Sometimes my Waze makes me go through the neighborhood, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why do you need to listen to the music that loud?
I gotta make everybody listen to it.
Well, you see everyone on the sidewalk turn their heads like, really?
It's like Colin Quinn said, oh, you're gonna hear that hip-hop if you like it or not.
You feel the vibrations when the car's 2 or 3 behind you.
Yeah, kid. Bump that shit.
Sometimes I'll knock on the window and I'll say, how about you boys turn the music down? The whole neighborhood doesn't need to dance and sing, do we?
I never felt vibrations like that. There was one time for real, this happened. The Waze took us through the neighborhood, and there were people on the sidewalk. They were so fucking mad when this car was, and we were all in traffic, so it wasn't like it was a quick thing.
Right.
And I'm like, how is this possible?
Oh, I used to get
a car to vibrate this much.
Oh, I did
and
in
this
college.
loud.
That
Anyway,
was my thing.
So
me and my boys, we all blasted music, shook the fucking room, blasting DOS effects in Baltimore.
Was it really enjoyable?
Yes.
Now that you're an older guy, was it actually enjoyable?
You know why it's enjoyable?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because first of all, it's the song that you love. You feel like you introducing it to the whole world, and then the girls liked it. If the girls would be like this, turn that shit down, we would have turned it down.
But were you doing it more because it was the cool thing to do, or were you really like, this is fucking kind of nice to hear it this loud?
It's both. When I'm that young,
right.
I'm telling you, I liked them.
Okay.
I was blasting it.
Fair enough. So the unidentified driver was pulled over Saturday for excessive noise from his car speakers, secretly recorded Spina saying that de Blasio wants us to give out summonses, according to a 10-second video posted later that day on YouTube. In addition to blaming his honor, Spina told the man, I don't know if you voted for him or not. I don't live in the city. I wouldn't have voted for him because this is what he wants.
Oh, see, that's kind of going in on him, ain't it?
What did he say about it?
He's saying he's not a city resident. But
the cop basically said, I didn't vote for him. I wouldn't vote for this guy. He couldn't vote for him because he doesn't live in the city. But
so the cop had paid to give him the ticket and then said, man, I love the mayor. He's awesome. He would have gotten in trouble? No.
Right.
It was because he gave a negative opinion about the mayor. So here's the rule. If you're going to give an opinion, only give a positive opinion about the mayor. Mayor's fucking full of shit.
Can I tell you something? Right. The guy's still doing his fucking job. Now, if the situation was, here's a ticket, but you know what? I don't believe what the mayor wants us to do, so I'm not giving you a ticket or I'm ripping this thing up, then I can see where it's a problem because the guy's not doing his job.
Right.
But the guy still did his job.
Yeah.
The mayor wants more. There are quotas. We all know there's quotas. It's not a secret.
Right.
So why can't they talk about it?
Right. I don't think it's just this mayor, by the way. All fucking mayors want to squeeze out as much as they can from the people with these horseshit tickets.
Plus the cop mentioning that he's not a city resident. Of course, that's been a big problem with the department, saying all these cops are coming in from different places and policing the city, but don't even live here.
Right.
So that might have hit somebody at City Hall the wrong way too.
But there's a lot of people a lot of cops in the city that don't want to be put in certain neighborhoods. They complain and they sue because how come the white guys are getting all the cushy jobs, or how come the guys from right. It's a no-win.
So you got the Bronx borough commander put this guy on the shelf after seeing the video.
Yes, de Blasio didn't have him suspended. I mean,
cops were livid over the move, with one saying Spina made a mistake. He was doing his job writing summonses. Yeah, I mean, you could say the guy made a mistake, I guess, but I still think he could have said that. But he's doing his job. This kid should not be suspended.
The guy's a cop in the Bronx. He's willing to deal with that shit, and you fucking suspend him because he didn't like the mayor? Who cares?
Yeah, you're not going to get another guy that's going to willingly go up there.
I ain't going up there.
You know, sometimes it's just logic. You sit the kid down and go, look, everyone has fucking phones nowadays and they're filming all the fucking time. You know, you made a little mistake there in our opinion, so please try not to do that.
Right.
And that's it. It doesn't always have to be this over-the-top thing that happens to people.
Maybe this guy's a little newer on his job and he's still not as comfortable giving out tickets, so he's got to make him say, hey, I don't want to do it, but it's the mayor I wouldn't vote for. You know, I mean, de Blasio, he should actually fucking publicly defend this guy. If he wasn't such a stiff and a dope, he'd publicly defend this kid.
Like come out and say it wasn't a big deal, put him back on the job.
You know, you shouldn't suspend him. He gave him a horrible job.
That would go a long way if the mayor came out and said,
absolutely.
look,
I agree.
Look, you know. Anyway, the cops are saying he should have taken a free trip or a diamond and he wouldn't have gotten in trouble.
Yeah.
Who said that? The cops said that?
Yeah, because those, I guess...
That's shots fired at their own kind who got off easy.
Because those guys are... or is it more than one guy in that situation? I only learned about that yesterday. It's an ongoing investigation.
I didn't even know about it.
But I think they're still on the job, the one person, or if it's more. I believe they're...
Now they got diamonds as a gift?
I got to read more up on it. This whole thing hit yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
It came out because of this story. Another officer said blaming de Blasio for tickets is not uncommon. You know how many times I tell people that? I say that all the time, the cop said.
So what's... Yeah,
Suspending a police officer for speaking the truth about the reality of Vision Zero is a colossal, politically motivated overreaction by the department, Lynch said, referring to the mayor's traffic safety initiative. Truth is the ultimate defense, and no formal discipline is warranted.
That's really annoying.
Yeah, you can't be
De
that
Blasio
hard.
has fucked up this city as far as driving, man, because too many people get run over. You can't go more than 2 or 3 blocks without a red light now. Those avenues, this is too local, isn't it? No. But I mean, these avenues, you would get on an avenue if you want to get uptown. You play those lights and you're nice. You could go 20 or 30 blocks, no problem.
3rd Avenue at night, you can still do that, but it used to be more.
Now it's, if you could squeeze 3 blocks in before a red light, that's a lot. And you know, he just changed all the traffic patterns just to slow everyone the fuck down.
In Manhattan, it's the worst it's ever been.
It's unbelievable.
Ever.
It really is an abomination,
ever.
thanks to that fucking sissy. I can't stand de Blasio.
Used to get
You don't blame Bloomberg a little for the bike?
I blame him a lot for that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It's the worst. It seems like it's always Christmas time now.
Right.
That's the difference. It's all like these trucks on the streets. It's crazy. It's the worst congestion ever.
And then they just give the delivery guys tickets all day long. What fucking corruption?
The guys on that motor.
It's just a way to take money, yeah.
They're so dirty.
No, the delivery guys.
They so dirty.
FedEx.
I mean, next time you're in New York, look at the trucks and see how many parking tickets they got on their windshield.
UPS and
They give them multiple. Some of these guys just follow them to every fucking stop. It's such goddamn corruption because it's impossible for these trucks to deliver their shit without, finding a proper parking space to deliver their shit.
Right.
It's impossible, and everyone knows it. But they're like, "Fuck it, this is a great revenue stream for the city." So we'll just hammer these companies over and over again with hundreds of tickets.
It's ass backwards. It's crazy.
Iraq.
Midday on 48th here between our building and Fox, the whole street is just littered with the orange envelopes for the parking tickets.
Yeah.
For FedEx, UPS, because they just take them off the window and throw them on the ground. They don't even take them with them anymore.
I think like the companies themselves even put money aside just because they know they're going to get charged at the ass
and they
in New
work
York City for that.
out.
We've done this story many times. Yeah, the companies have to go down the courts and they negotiate.
Yeah.
All right, you got 1,000 tickets this month or whatever it is. I think it's way more than that actually. And they're like, all right, we'll pay this much. It's such a fucking scam.
It's a scam
because it's impossible for these guys to find real parking. The city wouldn't run.
You added
the city would not run.
You add bike lanes, and now those same trucks got to double park in the bike lanes. So you ticket them, then you ticket the bike dudes, because if you get out the bike lane during the daytime, they try to ticket you for that. But you can't ride the bike because the truck's blocking it.
What bike guy would stop? If it's a cop, it's one thing.
Yeah.
But if it's some guy with no guy, look for the gun. You don't have a gun?
I'm out.
You're not a cop.
Yeah, and the trucks aren't going to learn their lesson and not double park. So there's still all the streets still have the double parked trucks because they have no choice. It's all bullshit. Every time I see that, it drives me nuts.
Imagine if you drove a truck in the city.
No, they don't care. When I was doing a lot of street videos, I've talked to those guys and I'm like, it's just part of the job. We don't even give a fuck anymore. We just collect them. We give them to our boss. Our boss knows that we're getting these tickets. We're not getting scolded for it. Everyone knows the deal, that it's just horseshit.
Wow.
It's a game you play with the fucking city. It's just a stupid game. You're not going back to the office and they're like, what? You got 10 fucking parking tickets today. We gotta do something about this. They just all know. Let me see if there's more in the story. Tell people I say that. Okay. Okay. I guess we did the whole story, pretty much.
It's fucking frustrating.
I think that nothing should have happened to this cop because he still, in the end, did his job. He still gave the ticket.
Yeah, it's not Gestapo. You can't say, people are just overreacting to everything.
Right. Oh, here's the video? I don't know if I saw the video yet. Where's playing this?
Mayor de Blasio wants us to give out summonses, okay?
I understand.
All right, I don't know if you voted for him or not. I don't live in the city. I wouldn't have voted for him because this is what he wants. He wants us to give out summonses.
Well, it's not that bad. It's just an opinion. The guy was probably arguing with him, and the cops like, hey, look, blames it on the mayor. Hey, yell at the mayor. What do you want to tell you?
I mean, the police department is having a problem with the whole cops not living here and policing here type of situation. So I think that might have weighed in on
them
overreacting.
But I got to defend the cops. You cannot live in the city. They don't pay them enough. Where are they going to fucking live on their salaries?
Yeah, you want to have a wife and kids in a nice house.
That's one of the problems.
Yeah.
You know, these guys got to go. We all know cops. I got cops not in my immediate family, but you know, sort of married in, that type of shit, and they can't afford to live in the city. They're all out on Long Island.
Yeah,
and pretty far out, so they could get some real property.
That's true.
It's ridiculous to not be able to give an opinion. If he said the mayor's a creep or I hope he gets shot, like, all right, that to me is conduct unbecoming. But just a guy complain, the mayor wants us to give out a ticket. That's an offense.
Or say, here's the ticket I'm supposed to give you, but I don't believe in this, so I'm not giving it. Then,
right.
And it's also a 10-second video. They obviously were having a conversation to the point where the driver's like, oh, fuck, I got to get some of this shit.
Right before that, the cop said, what I'm about to say is not true. And they cut that part out of the video.
But it's obvious he turned on his phone like, oh, this is a good little discussion I'm having with this guy.
Everybody's
and I wonder if they asked the driver for all of his footage. If he only put that 10 seconds up, is there more? That cop's getting fucked.
Completely getting fucked.
You think he's going to get fired completely? Is he coming back to the...
No, there's too much attention on it and too many people. I don't hear anybody. Maybe some people are saying the cop did something wrong. But, and you know, if you're willing to be in that job and possibly get shot, and that's your biggest offense, come on, stop it.
Oh, he stinks.
Just stop.
I mean, he knows there's a big story locally, so de Blasio should really just go. That would go a long way. Like, all right, you know.
But you know what else could be a part of this? The cops' bosses could feel like like the mayor's office might think that that's what they telling their officers.
Right.
Because it ain't like the dude's talking to de Blasio.
De Blasio didn't have this guy suspended.
It could be down the chain saying, hey, these motherfucking assholes got us.
We now live in a world that there's no logic. Everything has to be like this. Instead of having a conversation with the officer, like, wow, this is a little rough. And then maybe you call the mayor's office and go, look, this video's about to pop, but this isn't coming from us. It was his opinion, but he still did his job. And try to work it out.
Well, they probably didn't know the video was coming out either. It just popped up. They all saw it together.
True. But at least after the video's out there, then you call the mayor's office and explain, look, this isn't coming from us. This is his opinion. Still did his job, blah, blah, blah.
I think that what happens now is everybody's getting the news at the same time. And everyone is seeing it. So now you basically just have a mob of voices. Yeah. No one can make sense out of it because everyone sees it. What's being done? Nothing's being done. To do something.
Yeah.
And there's not like there's a progression of information.
Yeah.
Now it's, here it is! Everyone has it.
And then everyone panics. then everyone panics.
To suspend them. What'd you do? To suspend them. It's not like there's a videotape that the news gets and comments on. You Facebook it or you tweet it, and now it's everyone's can see it.
There used to be a time when this stuff would slowly get out there. Companies would have enough time to try to rally and figure it out.
Yes.
Like our dopey shit over the years. We didn't get fired immediately. It was like, all right, let's have some meetings and figure out who else was involved. And was it your idea or Anthony's idea? Oh, it's both your ideas? Okay. All right, you're going to meet with this person, then you're going to go down. Now, like Jimmy said, you know, something happens. Fire everybody!
Yes. It's react and then figure out what happened.
You guys got fired twice, though, so let's be honest. The only difference between now and then is it would have been 2 days earlier.
It was always a week. For some reason, we would do the crazy event a week later to the day we would get fired. But now, to Jimmy's point, it's crazy thing happens, fire everyone, and they don't even meet with nobody anymore.
They backtrack.
They're like make everything go away immediately
because they're getting heat. People aren't used to getting flack. Like they're not used to getting negative attention on them. And I'm a comic and I deal with it all the time. And once in a while I've had a few things where I'm like, and then you just realize what it is and the panic goes away. It's almost like, oh my God, I'm getting exposed.
Right.
Oh, but who cares?
But I think it's the pendulum is swinging now. I think
Yes.
some companies,
I miss him.
some people want the controversy now. It's like with this A&E show they want it. They want the attention. They want that.
What, the show you're working on?
Yep. They
Okay.
want that attention, that fucking negative, whatever. They don't see it as negative. They don't see it as
A lot of people, yeah.
I hope you're right. I hope you're right that it's moving back the other way now.
Yeah.
Got to weigh in, hypocrites. Oh boy, let's talk to Greg in Texas. Greg,
Hey, Greg, how you doing?
what's going on?
I wanted in on this because, if this was all this political correctness, if this was right-wing, Sherrod would jump in there and go, oh, this is just right-wing bullshit. But this is political correctness. Well, political correctness and all of the overreaction is nothing but left-wing. It's all Democrat, every bit of it. Political correctness was created by the left.
I'm on Fox News, right?
Yeah, I think you're mistaking Sherrod because he's black as being a... Sherrod is on Fox all the time.
Yeah, you're assuming a lot. He's a Fox guy. This guy leans right.
I'm right in the middle.
You're not in the middle, you son of a bitch. They wouldn't let you on that Fox News if you were in the middle.
You would all do it. Anything that the right does, you immediately jump out there and go, this is right-wing bullshit. But when the left does something, like what they're doing with all the overreaction to political correctness, you're all like, oh, who are these people? Oh, wow, how's this happening?
Sir, everyone does that. Every side does that. That's the problem. Like the conservatives do it to the liberals do it to the conservative. It's not one-sided. That's what you're saying is kind of what is the problem. You're saying that all liberals are politically... You're right. But the conservatives have bought into it too. They're not bravely fighting the good fight. They're fucking caving into it too. Huh?
It's like you're afraid. It's like if the right does something, you say, oh, this is right-wing bullshit.
No, I don't.
But when the left does something, you won't say it. You'll just say, oh, who are these people?
You mean me or Sherrod or the show in general?
My skin.
We were just bringing,
who does that?
We weren't bringing the right or the left into this situation.
Yeah,
I know.
This is just a situation that I see is just wrong.
I just said with Hillary and Bill de Blasio that they would attack somebody who had done the same thing they just did. They would be calling them a racist.
Jimmy did say that.
I just said that.
Are you just tuning in?
Well, when I got on the phone, I couldn't listen because I was...
No. What time did you start listening? We already did an hour, and there was another story where, Jimmy made a pretty good point.
This is the exhausting part. It's like you really think that it's just this agenda-based thing instead of realizing your side does it too, sir.
No, I don't think it's a left-wing agenda on your part.
Jimmy,
I'm just saying that everyone is so afraid of being attacked by the left that they won't say political correctness is 100% left-wing.
Everyone is... Well, it's not 100%
it's definitely
left-wing.
not 100%.
It's not 100%. No, it's not.
I think it's probably more from the left, but it's not 100%.
Much more.
Yeah, there's no fucking way it's 100%. No, it can't be 100%.
It can't be.
What do you think? Every corporation is run by the left? And if you're saying that the right does everything based on a fear of the left, then maybe the left are PC, but then the right are absolute cowards. All you're saying is the right are horrible cowards for buckling to it if they don't believe it at all.
Greg?
Okay. Yeah, I'm still here, buddy.
All right. Well, I want to... All right. I mean, Jimmy took a good shot at de Blasio and Hillary.
And I have no problem with what they said.
Hour ago.
Look, I love you guys. I listen to you every day.
Thank you.
I'm not trying to shit on you guys. I'm just saying in general, in America, people are afraid of the left.
All right. Fair enough. Thank you,
The
Greg.
left is more likely to snip about certain things, but the right... the left has made me much more disappointed in the last 15 years than the right has, because the right's been kind of consistently stiff.
Right.
But, on Fox, I have a lot more freedom than I probably would on MSNBC as far as what to make fun of.
Yeah,
I've defended Fox.
Let's say hi to Keith on Long Island. Keith.
Oh, wrong Keith. Hi, Keith.
What's up, guys?
Hello. Hey, Keith.
Yeah, back to the ticket conversation. I work for one of the largest companies in the world, and I worked in Manhattan for a couple of years. They don't give a fuck about our tickets.
Yeah.
Because they pay a flat rate.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah. I've talked to you guys, but the company shouldn't even have to pay the flat rate. It's all bullshit. It's a little fucking dance and game that is being played in this city. Because you guys cannot deliver your shit without parking illegally. The city would not run.
Then again, if they didn't ticket them at all, though, if there was nothing, the congestion might be even worse. Like, literally, if it's bad now, what would it be if they were allowed to do whatever they wanted? Nothing might move.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
All right, but
if I saw a fire hydrant, that had my name on it.
all right, but how about all the trucks getting tickets where you know they're not affecting the flow whatsoever? Because then they also put up these signs purposely to make sure they fuck you over if you stop in that in a zone.
Well, there's that, and there's also like the mom and pop guys. Like my buddy's a contractor. And, he doesn't pay a flat rate. And
right.
He goes to work in the city.
Right.
He knows he's laying out $600-700 in tickets.
Right.
Right. That's it. That's what's really hard on the small businesses who got to fucking pay that.
Sure.
And what happens, like, if it's a snowstorm or some shit? Does the city give them a break?
No, the city never gives you a fucking break.
They pay the same amount no matter how many trucks they got on the road, whatever.
It kills them when we have those massive snowstorms and they have to get rid of the alternate side parking thing.
Yeah.
It kills this city that they even have to do that.
They got to pay money to clean it up, and they don't make the revenue from ticketing people.
Right. Oh, man, they don't like when they have to announce that. Right. Oh, they're the worst.
They're the worst.
Punch out. I gotta get back.
I just don't. Thank you, buddy. I just don't think it was supposed to be that way. You know what I mean? But then they get behind in their bills and shit, and there's a deficit, and they're like, "Well, how can we make this up?" Well, let's fucking screw over the citizen.
It's always been that way. They dump tea in the harbor to protest it.
Right.
It's always been that way. They've always taken their fucking greedy hands and shoved them in everybody's asshole and tried to pull out whatever they could get.
But instead of looking at themselves and going, "Wow, I mean, we're just not spending properly," so maybe we should look at ourselves and try to figure some shit out. It's always like, no, how can we get more fucking money from the citizens to make up for our mistakes?
It makes me fucking furious.
Quit babying the cops. Kevin in Atlanta. He has to be black.
Yes, Kev, what's up?
Come on, Kev.
Oh, yeah, you know what it is, man.
K-Boogie, baby.
I know Kev, actually. He's a regular. What's up, Kev?
What's going on, oh?
Come on, man. We're not babying the cops.
A little bit. Go ahead, Kev. Talk on it.
Look who's chaining us, too.
Speak on it.
That nigga deserved to be fired for what the fuck he just said. What the hell you mean? That nigga had to be out of here.
Out of here.
Why do you say that, Kevin? I wouldn't have
bad. It's just like, y'all keep thinking the cops is just a regular job. No, it's not a regular job.
Right, I agree.
Protect the people. These niggas take an oath. That shit, only military take oath. That shit means something.
Right, I agree with you.
Take an oath and you disobey the boss, you got to get out of here. That's just what it is.
Nah, look, dude, saying you don't like the mayor is different than breaking your oath.
Yeah.
You're right, it's not a regular job. And even though there's a lot of, there's bad cops and whatever, but the bottom line is you still have to wear a vest because people might shoot at you. Like, there's a whole other part of being a cop that's fucking horrible, too. It's not just this great job where you get to be a bossy asshole and ticket everyone.
Right.
No, I know that. I know it's bullshit. But I'm saying that's what you sign up for, that bullshit.
Yes.
You know what it is. When you
Sure.
take that oath. That's just like in the military. If I do something over there, they don't say, "Oh, that's just a bad soldier." No, it's the bad USA.
Right.
It represents everything. One cop represents the whole police.
That's true.
But that's not
deeper than that.
But dude,
when you got the uniform on, you represent all of it.
Right, but he didn't do anything terrible. I agree with you, but he didn't do anything terrible. Again, like Ope said, he didn't not give the ticket. He didn't say, "I hope the mayor gets killed." He just said, "Hey, I wouldn't have voted for him." Like, come on, that's just such a regular opinion.
No one's going to be perfect on their jobs either.
You can't do that when you're in the uniform. You can say that our uniform. In uniform, you can't say that shit.
Why can't you?
Yeah, I've just got a problem with the part where he was like, "I don't live here, and I wouldn't have voted for." That part just is weird to hear from somebody who's protecting you in your neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
But why can't you say that in uniform? Why can't you have an honest opinion?
That's what it is. That's what you sign up for. That's how they brain.
I think he was trying to relate to that driver. But hey, man, this is obviously stupid. I can't help myself. I got to tell you how stupid this is that I'm giving you this dumb ticket.
Kevin, I think Ope is right, man. I think that's a lot of times people argue with the cops, and like a cop, even though he's the authority figure, still like, look, you don't want to hear it. You don't want to fight. Hey, dude, the mayor, I don't like him. It's one of those things where you're just trying to make an excuse. Here's the ticket. Hey, or when the cops say, "Hey, I started writing it already."
I would have loved that interaction with the cop. Because you just think every cop gets off when they give you that fucking ticket.
Right.
Like, fuck you, here you go. I know I'm ruining your day or ruining your fucking afternoon, but if I had a conversation, I'd be like, all right, fucking guy's human.
Yeah.
He knows this is stupid, too.
I'd just be happy I wasn't shot.
What's that? So do you think, Kevin, like, there's once in a while a cop will pull somebody over, and they go, like, the guy was doing, say, 45 in a 35 zone.
Right.
And the cop's reasonable, and the guy's nice, and the cop will go, slow it down and let him go. So you think that every cop like that should be suspended without pay from his job because he technically hasn't followed the rules or followed his oath?
Oh, no, not that. I'm talking about when you're talking about his boss. You can't talk about your superiors like that.
But you can't let people go for committing technically infractions either. Both are deviations from what would technically be acceptable by a boss on paper.
Yes, that is true, but...
man, you're not being honest with yourself, though. When you know there's no cameras rolling, everyone's talking shit about their fucking bosses.
You should be able to do something healthy about it.
Are you kidding me? I would guarantee there's a whole bunch of cops talking shit about their boss when they know there's no fucking cameras. This guy, unfortunately, didn't realize this guy had a camera rolling or his phone or whatever.
That's true, but that's just...
I guess you can't get caught.
I shouldn't be getting pulled over all the time, but I do. But that's just what it is. I don't complain about it.
Okay, so is this...
in America, that's what it is. You can't face it on
America.
So, Kevin, is part of what you're saying that you don't like the fact that the cops are pulling you over, and you're saying they're pulling you over because you're black, and a party was just kind of happy to see one of them get screwed for being a dick?
No, I'm just saying what reality is. Reality is you can't face it now because everybody's filming.
But that's wrong. That's unfortunate. It's not right.
The chances are, if you talk shit about your boss, whoever you are, you're going to get something's going to happen to you. A talking to, a suspension, something.
I agree.
Something.
But we should fight that. You know what I mean? Like, just because he's a cop or you have a thing with the cops or whatever, there's no reason that should be... Because it wasn't, we can all look at that and go, that's not that bad for a cop to badmouth the mayor. They badmouthed Giuliani, too, for stuff that he did. They didn't like him for a long time.
That situation, you sit him down and give him a little talking to. I mean, that's it.
Yeah, hey, dummy, they're filming everything. Stop it.
I'm sure the guy's got a family to fucking
feed. You don't have to,
really?
I don't think take his money and all that. I don't think that's worth it.
Yeah, but you give him a talking to, you can't just let it be.
Right, I agree.
But you use a little logic.
Yeah. Don't overreact.
The guy still did his fucking job in the end.
Yeah, because he did do the job, and he was respectful to the citizen. He you know what I mean? It's like people say they want the cops policing better and having more of a connection, and then a cop has a real conversation with a guy, and he's not yelling at him, and then that's not good enough because he says the wrong thing about the mayor. Like, cops are not perfect, and it's like I think that's just a little unrealistic.
Yeah, I don't think he shouldn't be able to pay his bills because he said some shit. It's like, stop.
Fuck that nigga.
All right.
We need T-shirts.
Thank you, Kevin. Always a pleasure, sir.
All right, well, that ended kind of how it began.
I think that's a perfect place to end that phone call.
That was great.
Yeah, Kevin won't be swayed.
Right. All right. I think we did it.
What happened with
Phone's
this?
A lid on this, though. What?
This the Saints dude who got shot.
Let's talk about it after the break.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure all that out.
It's so weird.
It looks like that whole thing could have been avoided.
Yeah, over road rage?
Yeah.
Road rage. I mean, I think Jimmy woke me up to that shit a little bit.
What?
Because you just never know.
Oh, you never know. I don't get into it.
I was one of those assholes like anyone else.
I believe in Long Island.
Oh, fuck. Not to that point, obviously, but
Have you seen some bad ones?
Me personally?
Like just sitting and you see somebody raging out.
Not really.
Oh, I've seen some classics.
You have, huh?
Oh. I seen a dude jump on top of the front of a dude's hood, and the dude took off with him on top of it.
Really?
Yes, and then the guy who was beefing, his car's still at the light. With nobody in it, doors open.
I did see...
I laughed.
I did see one, actually, that I filmed. It didn't come out that great, but it was a cabbie.
Right.
And he was trying to hold a car back.
The yellow cab guy?
Yeah, he was trying to hold the car back to keep him where he was. I think it was a little fender bender or something.
Uh-huh.
And this guy wasn't having it. He's like, fuck you. And he almost ran over the cabbie, and I filmed the whole fucking thing. So I have seen it. I forgot about that video.
What is it about
It isn't the greatest video, but the guy was trying to hold the fucking car. Guy had balls. And then the other guy just started revving the engine, going faster and faster, and the guy's still trying to hold him, and then finally had to give up and let go. And he sort of, I don't think he fell over, but then that guy went flying down the road.
I saw a video, a girl who came to see me recently, first trip to New York. Her first trip to New York she films, I guess it was a road rage incident, and she saw this guy get out of his car and jump in. And I saw the video. Jump into the cabbie's window.
Jesus.
And hit him a bunch of times and then get back out of the car. I watched it on her phone, then ate her ass, so I don't remember all the details. I should have watched that more than once.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it was really cool. I wish I had a copy of the video.
But you never know, man.
We get angry in cars, man.
I got angry one time where I said to the guy, I yelled out, I said, "Where'd you get that license from, a Cracker Jack box?" And boy, if my windows had been open.
You would have hounded me?
Oh, I told you once years ago I was going to a gig, and I was talking shit. There was a limo driving terrible. I'm talking all this shit, and I didn't realize that my passenger window and his driver's window are open. And he just looked like a mobster, and he gets out, and he just casually begins walking towards my car at a toll plaza, and I just rolled up my window and drove straight.
You calmly rolled it up and skirted off?
Yep, time to go.
Hey, Eric, it's a video I forgot all about. Go to Man Fights Car on my YouTube channel.
What?
Like I said, it's not the greatest video, but because I started filming halfway through it, but this guy just did not want this fucking car to this car to fucking leave. Before we go to break. By the way, Jimmy's hitting the road today. Let's get some plugs in while we get this video up.
Tomorrow morning, Madison, Wisconsin.
Jimmy.
I love Madison.
Madison's a good town.
I have eggs in my mouth.
And then
I'm
we're
an egg mouth bitch.
You got Wisconsin, Kansas City, I think, and St. Louis this weekend.
St. Louis, yeah.
That's some good towns.
JimNorton.com for all his tour dates. Yeah, look at this. So it's called Man Fights Car. We'll tweet it out. I wish I was on the scene a little earlier. Look at him. He's trying to hold the fucking car from going away. This guy had fucking balls.
The fuck?
So that car for continuing to go.
Yeah, but this car's like, and he's trying to hold him, and now the car's going faster and faster and faster and faster. And then he finally...
Oh, he could have rammed him.
And then he finally had to give up.
I don't know what happened leading up to it, who was right and who was wrong.
You all right, sir?
Oh, I'm going to see it.
What happened?
No, I'm going to...
Oh, cool.
So what happened? That guy cut you off?
He explained to you, right? There's nothing to happen. I don't know why they make an agreement.
Well, why were you like fighting with the car? Why were you in front of the car, like fighting it?
We are coming to that.
No, I understand that, but why would you jump out of your car?
I need to stop this guy because he hit me.
He hit your leg?
In the neck, yes. He need to. That's why he stopped to but he stopped to here, and when he picked up the vehicle and he hit the back to his car.
He hit your car.
Yeah,
and he hit your car.
He hit not my car, but he hit me.
Yeah, he hit you because what? You jumped out to like say, "Hey, you hit this guy."
No, he first of all he dropped something in my car and like this.
Oh, he threw something at him first.
Right.
I don't say nothing. So okay, let's go. When I driving,
so he goes, "Okay, let's go."
I was driving. I want to stop this guy. Why he was doing like this?
Oh, he stopped the guy.
Nothing. Then I
was
come to
like
back,
this.
and again they hit my car something slice, and then I can turn around here. Then I all the turn it up, blocking the here.
Right.
And when I blocking, he see the space in the back. He pick up the car. When he pick up the car, he touch this vehicle and touch this car.
Okay, Irish.
So you jumped out.
Wait. I jumped out
because you wanted to stop him. You wanted to call the cops and make sure he didn't go anywhere. And all of a sudden he took off, and you were in front of the car.
That's what I'm
saying. He was pushing you, and you were trying to push a car.
That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy. He could have ran you over and killed you.
But I tell him, just block this road, they're going to stop me here.
Here they come for us.
There's your ride home.
You all right?
I am totally fine, but I want to, this is the really big crime, that.
Yeah.
This is a totally big crime. He was like, run over for me.
So.
Wow. He hurt his hand, too.
What happened? I didn't understand what he was saying when I was
He said the dude threw something at his car.
Right.
And that's when he was like, okay, let's go.
Let's go.
And then he said they pulled over to the thing. The dude hit his car, apparently, or hit the other guy's car, and something fell off.
Right.
He got out to pick it up.
Right.
And then he said he chased the dude, and the dude tried to hit him again, and that's when he hit his leg.
Right.
Because he was out the car.
Okay. Yeah. And then he tried to stop the car by getting in front of him.
And who does that?
That's crazy.
Usually people will stop. The crazier is the guy who was hitting the gas.
Right.
Because you're facing a vehicular assault or manslaughter. Yeah. That's insanity.
And he was zigging, trying to shake the guy off his hood.
Yeah.
That could have easily ran over his leg.
Right.
Or pushed him into that van that was parked over there.
I forgot about that video.
If that guy really wanted to stop that car, he would have sat on the hood.
Yeah. Let's tweet that out. I
Just
forgot
take
all
the
about that
license
one.
plate you had.
I know. Well, you don't know anyone's filming it, and you're not thinking.
Yeah,
And you would have
adrenaline.
jumbled up the letters.
Road rage. Road rage is a motherfucker.
It's scary.
It's 0 to fucking 60 in 1 second.
Sure.
I always do this when I'm angry. Fat! I wave both my hands.
That usually does it for you?
That's all it takes. Sherrod, what do you got, buddy?
Yeah, working on the show. Working on the A&E show, man.
Nice. Nicey nice.
It's intense. We're going to start airing our first week in July, so.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I get a little taste? I get a little taste of the action?
You going to come over there.
All right,
Bring you
I'll
up
get a
over
little
there.
taste.
You and young Jimmy.
I don't know if my tickets are gone. I'm shooting Monday, Norton audience at gmail.com. I'm shooting 2 episodes here in the city.
Right.
What, Monday?
On Monday, yeah. 5 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. down in the East Village.
Very, very good. Things are happening. We got DL Hughley coming in today.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, he's awesome. I love
Wait,
him.
he just had something going with somebody.
He always has something going.
Something popped off. He
Really?
said
I got
some funny shit about it.
All right, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We got to eat. Stay there. Back with Sherrod Small.
Yeah.
DL Hughley on the way.
Wow.
And you were saying during the break, Baywatch is about dudes now?
It looks awful, man. You got The Rock, you got Zac Efron.
Yeah.
Baywatch is about tits
and ass.
Tits and ass.
And then
Pam Anderson and,
And Hasselhoff was kind of the goof.
Yes, Carmen Electra.
Carmen Electra was, man.
It was not about the guys.
No.
And now we got a Baywatch about guys? It's like money.
They flipped that shit.
Money.
I'm supposed to be on it.
Are you supposed to be on there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you Chipper?
Yep.
What, you going to be running slow motion up the beach there, Chip?
Yeah, my big peck up bouncing. Horse.
Are you scared it's going to get sand all over your pecker?
That's right.
I don't think that's a good idea.
No?
Yes, it is.
Are you one of the lifeguards?
Yep. Save me, Chipper. My coat is dry.
You spring right into action, huh?
Yep. Make it wet. You don't think that's a good show?
It really deviates from the show, this new movie.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a movie first? I didn't know if it was a movie.
No, the one with The Rock and Zac Efron is a movie.
Are they doing
Yeah, they're doing a movie.
Yeah.
Are they going to go TV too or no?
No.
I mean, not those guys, obviously.
Oh,
but
probably spin off into something.
I'm thinking they might turn it. So it's about dudes.
You see, they ruining it, man. Why
They got girls in it.
You got female Ghostbusters, male Baywatch. I like it. I back it. I back it.
Why are they doing this?
Because you can sexualize guys a lot easier than sexualizing women these days in pop culture.
Fucking blue.
It's all about the guys getting naked now. When we were growing up, it was all about the girls were getting naked and topless in movies, and now it's all about the guys being sexualized.
We had the Pam Anderson. We had the Carmen Electra. Where are those girls in this movie? Where are those girls? Like the slutty sluts.
There's one.
Yeah.
Is it Sherrod? Where's she at?
Which one's the slutty slut? The blonde?
Yeah.
Because Pam Anderson and Carmen Electra had a little seasoning to them.
Yeah.
Who's the other one? Donna D'Errico?
Yes.
And someone else.
The Charles in Charge girl.
Yasmin Bleeth.
Oh, yeah. She was all right, too.
Bleeth. These was all girls who would suck something. You know what I'm saying?
Now you got The Rock and you got Zach.
Look at it. Who's the new girls? Who's the new bitch?
You want to go with the 20 hottest babes of Baywatch of all time? There you go. Look at that.
That's a fucking list right there.
You ever see Pam Anderson?
Man.
Yes, we have.
Good God almighty.
That's all right.
I would
there.
splash raw in all those.
Splash raw.
Shorty's a biggie now, ain't she? She put on some.
Which one?
All the way to the right.
Nicole Eggert.
Nicole Eggert.
Oh, she's like a monster now.
Name?
You say monster.
What? How else do you say that?
She fat now?
She's a monster.
Charles in Charge.
She's a sea beast.
She's a fucking manatee.
She went from a Baywatch girl to a Loch Ness monster.
What the fuck?
She put a couple on.
A couple?
A couple pounds.
She's giant.
Oh, that's a bad pick. That I love.
No, you gotta go.
She was so hot.
Wow,
She put a couple on.
No,
did she get stung by a jellyfish?
She got stung by a jelly donut.
What the fuck, man?
Oh, man, I feel bad.
I understand we all gain a few as the years go by, but you gotta... What are you doing?
She's probably pregnant then.
She gotta be
That's
pregnant.
more than pregnant.
Nah, she's pregnant. That's why I can't.
Get the
Look
fuck
at her
out of
leg.
here.
Look at her legs.
Pregnant
That's right.
women don't... No, man.
Her calves are all muscled up from carrying child.
Look at her legs.
No, maybe she was always supposed to be a fat broad.
Maybe.
No, I think she was
Maybe
knocked
she
up
was
there.
doing everything. No, she's knocked up, of course, but pregnant women don't gain that much weight.
Did you see how
They don't.
skinny she was when there was all the girls lined up?
Yes.
Unhealthy.
On the end, she looked that's unbelievable how she looked.
Well,
skinny.
Compared to this.
Let's go back to that picture because you could tell when women are just trying to hold it together and they're supposed to be a little bigger.
Look at her.
No, she was never supposed to. Well, look at the legs.
Oh my! She was
The
like
legs
that's
are
a
little
different person.
thick. The legs are thick.
A little bit, you think?
Maybe
Yeah,
she
she's a
was. Maybe
muscle.
she was struggling to keep the weight off.
Who's that one next to her, the brunette?
That's why she never did it for me.
Nah, she was kind of dykey.
What's her name?
Yeah,
I forgot her name. I
Joe
forgot all
from
their
Facts of
names.
Life.
Oh.
She had the short brown.
Nancy McKeon.
short brown hair.
Alexandra Paul.
Alexandra
Yes.
Paul.
Yeah.
She was sort of like I don't know.
She never did it for me.
I was an Edna Garrett guy myself.
I think she was on that show for the lesbos that were watching.
And she was on it for the longest too.
Lesbos.
I think she was in the longest.
She had the longest run.
Yeah. She was great on there, but she wasn't for me.
Let's go back to Nicole Eggert.
Oh!
That's what she used to look like.
What nakedness?
Yeah.
What is this from?
This movie called Blown Away.
Oh, Blown Away.
Oh my gosh!
Wow. Now she's
It's a movie about expectations.
Now she's a blowout. She's got to be 70 pounds heavier.
Oh, she's so hot. Right there.
There
Is
you
that
go.
dummy? One of the Corys?
Yeah, he's dead now, that Corey.
Is that Corey Haim?
Corey Haim.
Yeah, that's Corey Haim. There you go.
He probably hit that too. He smashed around a lot of girls back then.
I hope so. That's a good picture with her ass for the other.
He probably smashed.
Is that him eating a box?
I hope he's just lifting her up to fix a picture on the wall.
Well, you're not
Fix a picture.
You're not lifting her up anymore.
No, no, you're not.
She,
big gal.
She's so hot.
You need a step stool now for her.
A big girl.
I was still knocking down though, fellas.
All right, find a. Maybe it's not fair. Maybe she got some of the
Look at that.
some of the weight off over the years. Try to find the most recent picture of Nicole Eggert.
She was
All right.
unbelievable.
Let's
she
try.
Was unbelievable.
That's when she's pregnant, but that's more than pregnancy. She's a big gal. Big gal. 2015. You know what? She lost a few.
She's still twice what she was.
She's still huge, but she lost a few.
Yeah, she looks good.
Oh, well, that's what she used to.
It's
oh
like
my
life
God,
is
I'm
a
so
son of a bitch.
I'm so distracted.
Oh my God, Earth is.
We'll go right
fucking-
back to that last picture. She's on the beach, and you can see Roy Scheider's behind her, so something's up.
Look
at that.
That's
Look
a
at
long
that.
time ago, but
She has nice breasts.
Look at that there. That
she was
is-
wonderful.
It's shameful
She's
what
still-
Earth does to you.
She's still got a cute face, and
She's put a few on.
Yeah,
she's
10 pounds on.
She's a sexy, chubby gal. You can
Yeah.
be sexy and chubby, right, Sherrod?
Definitely, I beat it
Put
up.
10
All right.
pounds on.
10.
Yeah, she put 10 pounds on.
10 on her left fucking thigh.
Look how bad she was.
She had a baby. She put a couple on.
She was starting to look a little. All right.
But Pam Anderson ain't big. She's not.
Exactly.
She didn't lose. She had a bunch of kids.
Absolutely.
She's starting to look a little rough.
She's looking rough, but she's not a
Well,
fat
she's
girl.
how old? She's 50 now, right? Or close to it? or-
Yeah, but she's had a lot of
She's
work
gotta be
and
over
stuff.
50.
And then when you get to work, it starts not looking as good.
That
as
was
you get
not her
older.
right there. Is that her? Nicole Eggert? Oh my God, I'm so disappointed.
I love that we ruined your day.
Oh,
Take
man.
that.
How do you turn from that to this?
I
What year is this picture?
You like that?
2001.
2001?
Yeah.
2001, she still had it together.
That's only 15 years ago, man.
Right.
Man, God, man. Earth is a motherfucker.
There's two great basketball games on tonight. I know we don't talk basketball a lot on this show, but you got the Warriors going for the record, and then you got Kobe's last game.
Yes, well, let me
All tonight, and both games start at fucking 10:30.
Who the Warriors play? Spurs?
I ain't watching that shit. No, they got to do Memphis again.
Oh, Memphis. That's right. They just beat Memphis by 1 point the other day. I think Memphis might get them.
That's what I'm thinking.
They're going to play spoiler.
Of course they want to be the spoiler.
They're going to be like the Giants in that Super Bowl with the Patriots with that perfect season.
Right, but at the worst, I mean, the Warriors tied the record.
Yeah, they tie the record, yeah.
That's a guaranteed tie at the least.
Where's this from? Nicole?
There you go. She looks like fucking Vince Neil.
Looks like she could be in the WWE with that body type.
Yeah, it's Dusty Rhodes. I used to be on Baywatch.
Oh, man.
Yeah, shit, wow.
How do you go 40, 40, 40 in your measurements? There's not even shape to it.
Like, this is one of the finest. God damn, that's just so.
Yeah, now she's shaped like a candy corn.
She like a capital H.
Look, I don't know if this guy's telling the truth, but I gotta go to him. Okay. I have to. Brian in Canada, go ahead.
Hey, Ope, if you Google Nicole Eggert there, it says she started some ice cream truck line and she was driving around in some green.
That's true.
She drives an ice cream truck.
That's true. I saw that on TV. Yes, that's true.
She should stay away from ice cream.
That's true. She's like, she has a food truck, but it's an ice cream truck, and she goes around. I think it's in California.
It's called
California.
Scoops.
Yeah. Apparently, it's great ice cream, but it's not going to be.
And you know what? In all fairness, this looks like it's more recent pictures. She's not as big in these pictures.
Yeah. Scoops, that's great.
Scoops.
Ice cream / detective.
She looks good right there.
I got a scoop. She looks better there.
Yeah, her legs look much better. Look at her legs.
Look at those bowling pin calves. Nice tan.
What year is that?
I would give it to her.
E-Rock?
She'd get it.
Don't know.
You would,
I would give it to her right now.
Oh, yeah.
All right, she drives an ice cream truck. Good for her.
There she is.
That threw us off a little bit, the Nicole Eggert.
She still get it, though. Look at her.
Oh, yeah, she definitely still gets it in.
But damn, that's like, ain't it cruel what life does to your fucking body?
I mean, I don't know if it's just life. I think you gotta, like, say no to fucking things. I think you're born with a body type, and then it's up to you, like, to live within that.
But everybody starts off great.
I don't believe that. I think people are born with a body type. I really don't. I don't think people can all just be fucking skinny and all that horse shit.
I agree. Some people have metabolisms and shit and
but then it's up to you. I think you got like a range of, I don't know, 50 pounds in there. So you could be one body type, but you could be on the low end of that body type at least.
Right.
That's what I really think. I think it's really fucking tough for some people because their metabolism's different.
They get slowed up. It's like when she was young on Baywatch, like she had a fast-ass metabolism. Like she little skinny as fuck.
There were some hints in there, though.
Like what?
She was supposed to be a bigger girl, yeah.
Did they ever give her a thick girl episode where she was fat and had an eating disorder? Had an eating problem? They always throw that in for the big girl or some old 80s series.
That used to be in a lot of 80s shows.
Yeah.
The bulimia episode.
Yes. Just like us, Saved by the Bell.
Did they do a bulimia episode?
They did a drug episode when Dum Dum was on speed.
Yeah, but it was always a dumb drug. It wasn't because they weren't brave enough to really go all in.
Caffeine pills.
Was it caffeine pills for real?
Yes.
Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell.
Oh, no.
She broke down singing "I'm So Excited" and started crying.
Can I see this?
Yeah, you don't remember this?
Saved by
Eric.
This is going to make me sad.
Saved by the Bell was
it was so good.
That was not my show growing up. I was a little too old for it, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what? The Andy Griffith Show.
Easy. They had a caffeine pill for.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, she was studying to
Jesse-
make sure she kept up her GPA.
Good for her, Jessie Spano.
It was the worst acting too.
Oh no, I don't know.
I mean, you really are taking drugs?
I need them.
Jesse, give me those.
I need them back. I have to sing.
Jesse, you can't sing tonight.
Yes, I can. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so scared.
Oh no! She changed the lyrics.
Over coffee? We did the caffeine pills when I was in college. That was never a big deal thing.
No.
They said it was like, I don't know, having 4 cups of coffee or something like that.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so scared.
I'm scared.
She changed the lyrics.
Why wouldn't
to scared? It's not good. The song's not good like that. I'm so scared. You should try it.
See, they wanted to do a drug episode. You know, they sat around like, what will the networks accept?
Yeah.
All right, caffeine pills.
Caffeine pills. And this was in the middle of crack.
This was the 80s, so that was supposed to be cocaine, obviously.
No, what about the Jamaican drug posse selling all these caffeine pills, shooting up the place? Not with bullets, but with comments.
Man, I want to just go down the line and bang all of them.
Which one do you think is the hottest right now?
Right now?
Yeah. Right now.
First of all, who is this
Did Carmen
chick?
Electra keep it together?
Sherrod's right now looking at a first-year Different Strokes picture.
I'll go Mrs. Garrett. Who's the black chick? I don't remember the black...
Where?
What's the black chick episode?
Oh, I know who she is.
The one in the middle is kind of not good.
Which one? This one?
Oh, they're all lovely.
She has old face.
The blonde or the redhead?
The blonde has old face.
Oh, the blonde right there.
Even though she has youth, she has old face.
And you know what? Pam Anderson might not be the cutest, but she's the one you want to fuck the most.
Well, she just looks the dirtiest.
She's just a filthy.
Oh, she's got big hooters.
Oh, she's a filthy. She's my kind of.
Oh no, we're getting more info. Oh God, Eric in Wyoming, go ahead.
Yeah, hey, how about Yasmin Bleeth? It was on Baywatch. She was smoking pot. If you look at pictures of her now.
Uh-oh.
She's like 100 to 120 pounds.
Don't say that.
She has that cooking show.
She also burnt a hole in her septum from drug use.
Oh,
what?
I remember that.
Yeah.
Did she?
Hey,
I don't like Yasmin Bleeth. I like Yasmin Lee.
What, buddy?
She just got
Hey, what happened to grossing Bobby Kelly out with the pimple and zit popping videos?
We tried. He said he saw him already.
Yeah, he's got a kid now. Nothing freaks him out.
Yeah, we were going to do something with that. Wow, she's big.
Max.
Big.
She has a cooking show on like Food Network or Cooking Channel.
What the hell is she cooking? The whole house?
Whoa. Come on, sir. You know you still
slow
go down
a
on
little
her.
bit.
Yeah, come on, sir. You're acting like...
she's a big gal.
She's a big girl now.
Still sexy, though.
That's a sexy picture right there.
That's
That's photoshopped. Let's see some real pictures.
What's her name? Yasmin Bleeth?
Yeah, she was fun. She was really sexy.
Yasmin Lee is much hotter than Yasmin Bleeth.
These been altered, these pictures, right? How they fucking made her big.
Yeah, of course they are. Why are you questioning that?
Look how big they made on the Baywatch. This is mean.
See, that's not her.
That's cruel.
Photoshop is getting too good, though.
Oh, man.
It's getting too good.
She's a cutie, but...
Yeah. All right.
But who stays hot throughout?
Well, I mean... Sure.
Freaks of nature? Like, Holly Berry's still just as hot as she was when she was...
She's aight.
She still got the same body type.
She's aight.
Oh, she's hot, man. Halle Berry's phenomenal.
She's aight.
How do you stay in that body type?
You gotta be a bit disciplined. You're gonna gain weight no matter what, but
right.
you keep that down a little bit.
Damn, look how big a... God damn, Yasmin Bleeth.
Why
is that her spreading her ass open?
No, of course it's not.
No, that's...
No. That's her naked, but they superimposed a wider asshole.
No, none of these naked pictures is her.
No.
Not one.
Probably. Maybe there might be one out there. Maybe.
The nipple one down at the bottom where she has a top on, but it's like sheer.
Was she ever in...
That's what I was trying to see. I don't think she was.
Yeah.
Damn, them nipples look right.
Can I see the video of the woman going nuts after flight is delayed? Is this a good one?
I don't know, but I back her. Whatever she did, I'm 100% with her.
Damn, I love titties and ass. What the fuck?
Really?
I was just turned around to this damn screen the whole time, just staring at random nip.
Yeah, it could kind of like, it could slow down your day. Ladies have no idea that your tits and ass could slow down.
It can really steal an hour or two from me. I swear.
Boy, what the fuck?
Shit. Oh, okay, she's the baddest. I remember this girl.
Which one? Baywatch Girls Naked. We're still on this topic.
Yeah, this black girl. I remember her.
Yeah,
wow, I remember her. Sure.
Yeah.
What was her name again? Tracy Bingham.
Tracy Bingham. Yes. Yes.
I never watched this show, so I don't know any of the names except Pam Anderson.
I met Tracy before,
You watched because the girls were so hot, but the show itself was awful.
What the hell is Tracy Bingham up to right now? I
don't know. Huh?
She was on this Real Life.
Oh,
It's Real Life.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, I remember that. That's right. That's right. That's the Flavor Flav episode that season.
She held up pretty good. Look at that. 2013 still looking all right.
Yeah,
2014 still looking all right.
Looking right. She crazy. She's crazy as a shithouse rat, but I'll still smash.
Yeah.
There you go. She's still all right. She kept it together.
Oh, she's fantastic. Is that
Fantastic.
her? What's she look like now, though?
Yeah, that's her now.
Wow. We were looking at 2013, 2014.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
she
her
still
now.
had it.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
That's 2014 right there.
Amazing.
2014. Wow, that drug episode is dumb.
No, I was moving. That's what it is. I'm so excited. I'm so scared.
Probably the most famous clip from that show.
Yes, it is the
Should
most
be.
famous clip.
But why?
Easily.
That's drug addiction right there. She painted a wonderful picture.
She's scared because she doesn't know if she could get off caffeine.
I don't
They
know.
got the best of her. She had to go to rehab for coffee.
Oh God! Someone help me out. What were those pills? They were like doing 4 or 5 cups. I sort of remember.
Yeah, well.
It was just caffeine, though.
Yeah. That's all it was.
Yeah, they still sell this stuff, right?
Yeah, it's called Starbucks now.
That's right.
Well, that episode actually led to her Showgirls movie.
I have to sing. We've all had to sing.
Her snatch.
And you're too tired to sing, then what?
Man, look at that Heine and
That's a nice
Showgirls.
Heine in there, boy. That was some of the worst acting.
Elizabeth Berkley.
The scene where she had sex. I showed my girl this like maybe 2 weeks ago because she didn't remember the scene. I was like, it's the worst sex scene.
Oh, you just had to show her the sex scene because it's bad acting?
It's so bad. No, this is my girl. This is my girlfriend. So she in the pool. In the pool.
Scene with Kyle MacLachlan.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's the worst fucking. She's like this in the pool.
Why is it a bad scene?
Why?
She wraps her legs around him and then starts splashing in the water like a dolphin when they're skipping.
I'm telling you, it's so awkward.
Let me see if I can find it.
You have to find
Go to
From
Mr.
Showgirls?
Skin.
It's worse than what we telling you it is. That's how I describe it.
I'm sure I remembered if I saw it. I haven't seen that movie in forever.
Oh, this is going to make you giggle.
Forever.
This will make you, I guarantee.
I have to sing. I'm so excited.
MASH and Family Ties both had caffeine and speed addiction episodes.
Family Ties
Yeah.
also had Tom Hanks drunk that pushed Alex around.
Oh, yeah.
MASH did as well?
I guess.
MASH dealt with some heavy stuff, though. So.
Sure. But
Yeah.
caffeine was a big deal for a while there. Huh?
MASH dealt with some real heavy stuff, like that spear chucking black dude character.
They wrote him out because there wasn't real. There weren't any black doctors, I guess. There.
Ain't that some shit?
All right, here it is.
And they call him a
Out
spear
by the pool, she's starting to strip a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that ass and her fucking Sammy Hagar awful hairdo. That fucking hairdo's atrocious.
Jumps in the pool.
Oh, my God. It's Robin Zander.
Oof. Now naked in the pool. All right,
Now
here
watch. Here we go.
Here we go.
It's going to be the fun. It's just ridiculous.
All right.
That's a sexy look. She's grabbing his prick. There's nothing worse than fucking in the pool, by the way.
Yeah, nothing worse than that.
Yeah,
I agree.
His dick is now in her. He's holding her. That's
Now
a
watch that.
slow fuck. There's water splashing,
So
which
far,
would
so
distract
good.
me.
So far, so good. Now keep your eye on it.
So far, so good.
I don't like it.
Keep your eye on it.
All right, now the gyrating is getting...
It's going to get more intense.
No one fucks that way.
No one fucks like this. Keep it. It's coming. It's going to be worse than this. Much worse.
I'd lose my heart on and need my nipples tweaked.
All right, now it's getting ridiculous.
Yeah, it's too much.
Now it's a wave pool.
Watch this. Keep watching.
Oh, my God. That's not good. Oh, no.
Is he killing her?
Oh, my God.
I don't remember this.
He's fucking her through epilepsy. Oh, no.
I know it's a visual. Just enjoy the laughs.
That was good.
That is so stupid.
Fucking hot.
All right, I got to give it to you. You're 100% right.
Fucking
I
sexy.
told you.
Oh,
It's kind of like what you think what sex is if you never had sex before.
That's how a 13-year-old would write a sex scene. And she's going fucking crazy. Her head's bouncing. For how long? 36 minutes.
oh, is that...
Does he lose his erection? No, he stays in her, even in a pool.
Oh, that
Terrible.
That is fucking funny. They had to know that was funny, no?
No, that's the
No.
worst sex scene I've ever
That's
seen.
why it's hilarious.
That's terrible. The hottest sex in the Woodsman.
But why would you reshoot that? Very good. Why would you reshoot that and go, this looks ridiculous?
It was the time, I guess. It
started off all right.
She's on another dumb move here.
Oh, yeah, look at her.
That's
She's
her
got
thing.
some moves, this chick.
Oh, Gina.
She likes moving that head.
Gina Gershon.
You know, yeah.
She's a stripper overdoing it way too hard.
Way too hard. Like, look at that.
That's not. No guy enjoys that.
Yeah, it's like you're hurting him.
Yeah, and we can't go, ow, miss, ow, miss.
Ow.
Miss, slow down. Miss, hold on, ow, it's too hard. Like that shit when I grind. No, I don't.
Excuse me, I got a bad back.
Yeah, this
you're
is hurting
my
me.
back.
Miss, my phone's in my pocket. You're breaking my phone. My keys. You're driving my keys into my thighs. Miss, this is not sexy.
Can you slow down a little?
Yeah. Miss.
I got arthritis.
Yeah, I would object to that vehemently. Whoa, easy. I'm a tender boy.
Oh, that's sexy. It's going to make me laugh all day. I'm like, come on, Sherrod. You just want to show sexy to your girl.
Not a chance. This
Started off all right. If they did a little more of that, that would have been fine.
No,
that's flopping backwards into the pool like that.
Oh, cool. Who's it? Why is Gary Oldman from Dracula beating this woman?
Oh, this when they rape her roommate. That dude she goes out with.
That's cool.
Hold her down and rape her and beat her up. She goes to the hospital. And then the main character goes back, find him, and beat the guy up.
Wait, what movie's this?
It's the same movie.
Showgirls.
See, I don't remember Showgirls then.
See, you need
it's
to watch
the worst rape scene I've ever seen, by the way.
Showgirls is like over 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, is this not good.
Yeah.
How many years ago was Showgirls?
95.
Oh, wow. We're looking at the 20 plus.
That was a
And then
terrible
she had
rape
to come
scene.
back and film the final season of Saved by the Bell.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
that's supposed to be her big launch. This was supposed to be
That
the
fucked
movie.
up her career, right? It didn't work out like she was hoping.
It didn't work out like she was hoping, but it became a cult classic.
She was in those caffeine pills in the pool. I mean, that was just scary. Poor girl. She can't sing. She was so excited. She's scared. She's making love with her head going back. And, boy, she had that move down. The water splashing on her face. Who doesn't love water splashing in their face when they're violently making love in a pool?
Can we see the scene again?
It's terrible.
I see it again.
It's awful.
You have to show it. It's too good.
I'm being very selfish because for the radio audience, this means nothing.
Is that
Put
her?
it up on a page or something.
Can we hear volume on it?
Well, what? On the pool scene?
Yeah.
I tried to tell you it's worse than what I told you.
my
It's
God,
I can't even
man.
describe
Yeah,
how bad
dude,
it is.
but this is worse than 9/11 footage.
I want to thank Sherrod, man. I'm going to show 1 million people this.
They're kissing.
All right, right now she's gyrating a little. That's
Yeah.
good. If it was just that, that's good.
That's good. That's sex.
That's good right there.
But all this other shit is not sex.
By the way, she's someone who is obviously fucking horrible in bed.
Yes.
Because if you think that's what sexy looks like, you stink. Stop making eye contact. I'm pretending you're someone else.
Right. And now
I hate eye contact. There we go.
Here's the flopping now.
Big tits. Oh, that's awful. Water's in her face. He's holding on, going, will there's someone yell cut? This is not sexy. Yell cut. Oh, this is awful. Oh, they thought they had a good... He's pulling her up now. All right, you're done. Stop it.
She thought she just did.
Come on. Well, how is the crew not laughing at that?
Well, her tits were bouncing in a lovely way.
I mean, she's got a wonderful set. But,
She sure does.
But her flopping backwards like that.
The
into
worst
water.
lay. The worst lay ever. It can't be. It's just a bad.
Yeah. Can you?
Oh, it's too good.
You guys got to tweet that scene out. That's just. Follow us on Twitter. My God.
You know
that's
how
what we do with all these visuals. We throw them up there so it's easy to get to fast.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tweet that out myself.
If
Fucking
that's what
cheap
sex
plug
was.
for my Twitter, Opie Radio. I'm fucking tweeting that shit. Say that again.
So, if like sex was like that, it'd be just too exhausting to
Who
even do it.
needs that? I'm going to do a sex scene in a pool, and it's going to be the girl pressed up against something, and me struggling to stay hard while she plays with my nipples, and I move at 2 miles an hour. Oh. It's going to be the worst. What's wrong? I can't in the pool. I don't like the viscosity is weird. This viscosity doesn't feel right. All slow and steady wins the race. Put up my nipples. Put up my nipples.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I want... Stop flopping. Stop flopping. Stop flopping.
No. I might have to watch Showgirls again as a comedy.
You have to.
It's a comedy, right?
You'll laugh all the way through.
She makes sexy faces, though. You know, sexy faces.
It's one of those movies that turns into a comedy, even though it wasn't supposed to be.
Yes, that's the best kind.
I'm telling you, About Schmidt makes me laugh so fucking hard. So fucking hard.
I haven't seen that in
I don't think you're supposed to be laughing in that much at that movie, but man, do I fucking laugh.
Ain't the main
when he goes back
character?
to his childhood home and it's tragic because it's now a tire store and he's trying to figure out where his bedroom used to be. I fucking howled in the theater, and I remember people looking at me like, you're sick.
Isn't that a dark comedy, though?
I don't know. That's what I'm getting at. I don't know. I was laughing in the theater. I'm like, I think you're supposed to laugh at this scene. And I remember it was a matinee. I was in Huntington. And it was a whole bunch of old people because it was me and old people because everyone else had normal 9-to-5 jobs.
Right.
And I remember no one else was laughing. I'm fucking howling. I can't help it.
Trying to find where your room was.
In a tire store. It was a tire. I remember it was like a tire display in the
That's
tire
funny as
store. And he's
shit.
like trying to figure out, I think this is about where my bed was. I fucking laughed. And then when he found his shit in the dumpster, the new guy threw all his shit out, I'm laughing.
Yeah, I gotta watch that movie again.
And then his wife with the shoe was off and the vacuum cleaners.
That was great. Yeah, the vacuum was just going.
All that made me laugh. I don't know.
He hates her smell.
What year was that? What year did that movie come out? 2002.
Yeah.
Is that a 2002? Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, right after 9/11 shit.
Yeah, because
so
that's when we were
that's
off
what-
the air. So I was seeing a lot. I was reading a lot of books and seeing a lot of fucking movies.
Wow.
During the day, and that was one of the movies I saw. I remember I went by my fucking self, and it was me and old people, and they were mad that I was laughing.
That motherfucker trying to find his bedroom in a tire shop.
I don't know the exact scene anymore, but
It's
pretty
funny.
much I think that was it. I know it was the childhood home was now the tire store.
Damn, 2002. Time flies.
And he was already old in 2002.
He was old as shit. How old is Jack now?
He's pushing 80, I would imagine.
He ain't 85?
No, I don't think he's that old.
Jack, no, he's probably mid to late 70s, I guess, mid 70s.
No-Dos, yes. I remember No-Dos.
Jack Nickelberger.
No-Dos, yeah. They don't make No-Dos anymore?
When I was in college, it was Black Beauties, I believe, which was all the same shit. It was
37?
Mostly caffeine shit.
Yeah, Black Beauties. Kids
Wow,
laughing
he's 79.
79.
He was born in 37.
I nailed it. I said around 80.
Shit.
I nailed that shit.
God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute.
I want to meet Nicholson.
Yeah.
Here's Johnny. I'll do my impression for him. He'll go crazy.
He would love that. He would fucking love that.
He would eat it up, Jim.
Yeah, I'm making love in the pool really fast. I'll bring in the movies.
Yeah, maybe he'll be in your movie.
What?
Maybe he'll do the sex scene.
Oh, yeah. Hey, slow down, you. I'm so excited. I'm so scared.
You nailed it.
That's right. Jack Nicholson, if he was a girl in Saved by the Bell. That's a very good impression.
Who watched Saved by the Bell in this room?
I did.
E-Rock.
Me and
I
Eric.
watched the shit out of that.
I didn't watch it. It was after my time.
Lisa
It was
Turtle,
definitely-
nigga?
It was after mine.
She's nuts. You know Lisa Turtle's crazy now.
Who's Lisa Turtle?
The black girl.
No, she was slow.
Remember she dated Martin Lawrence for a minute, and when he broke up with her because
She's white now.
she was crazy, but no, she's
What
nuts
do you mean
now.
she's white now?
She's
Got
nuts.
that
Oh, E-Rock, your racism is permeating the room. The stench of it.
she's
Like,
got,
look at that. Look at that picture.
she got that disease that rubs off the black.
She have vitiligo?
No, that's her skin. That's her makeup. Her mother's concerned about her. She's like,
What?
she's been doing shit like that to her face.
She's like Trump.
She's losing her mind. Her mother's concerned.
Wait. Slow the fuck down. What's going on here?
She's lost her mind.
She looks like a burn victim.
Yeah, that's her doing her makeup all crazy, and that's what she does now.
Right.
Her mother's concerned with her mental health, because she's been having mental problems for the last over a decade.
Okay.
And, yeah. So, yeah, that's not Vigilito. That's fucking Crazy-O.
That's crazy, yo.
That's kicked in the head by Gaudio.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's
she was
how
pretty
she-
hot back
yeah,
in
she
the
was
day.
hot.
Or cute. She was more like cute, right?
I had a crush on her.
Wow, she's lost her
But
mind.
now she's like, people see her in L.A. walking around like a homeless woman, fucking this.
Oh, she says she's not black. She's
been losing it of recent.
Dolezal was on TV yesterday, and
On
she's
Today's Show, yeah.
still claiming she's black.
She's a good girl.
Who cares?
Still
Good
claiming.
girl. You guys can have her.
No, thank you.
We've traded her. That's fine. You could take her.
Was that a year ago already? That whole thing?
She's annoying.
Maybe more than a year, right? Rachel
I don't know. It's a
Dolezal?
while, dude. Yeah, she's
But she was on TV still claiming she, considers
I
herself
thought we
black.
couldn't tell what she was because of that dumb name, Dolezal.
Dolezal.
Yeah.
It sounds like the medicine you take when you transition from a white person to a black person.
Yeah, some Dolezal.
Dolezal.
Right there, that's what Lisa was.
Dolezal.
normal.
That would have been a great campaign slogan for Bob.
Dolezal.
Oh.
Just making a political point.
Oh.
Don't hate me for my conservatism.
Don't hate me for my conservatism.
Yeah, Rachel Dolezal fucking stinks.
She's the worst.
Here's the problem with culture. Stop saying what you identify as, but I identify as female. I identify... Just because I identify as a bird doesn't mean I can fucking fly off a roof, stupid.
Yeah. Wow,
there has to be some evidence.
I sure wish you would try, though.
No, come on, I'd get her, though. I would fall.
Come on, I would get her.
But I would fall to my death.
Come on, I would get hurt.
She's. But if people identify as something, now we're saying, oh, that's okay.
We need bullies back, Jimmy.
Yeah, a certain amount.
What do you
of
think of the bathroom thing that's going on all over the country?
I have mixed feelings about it.
I just say, I think you said it, and I agree with you. Just get a third bathroom and be done with it.
I talked to a delightful friend of mine.
A friend or a friend?
Either definition is appropriate.
All right.
All right. Who defined, who was saying that she's against it and she thinks that she should be the ladies' room. But I don't know if I agree with that. I don't think that women or girls are unreasonable if they say, I'm not comfortable with somebody who has a cock using the bathroom. And that's not in a bigoted way.
Right.
But how are you supposed to know? Just because we're so permissive with self-identification. What if someone just is saying that because they want to use the ladies' room? At what point do you go, okay, this person is legitimately trans, or this person is actually just saying they're identifying because they want to go in the locker room?
Right, but
what's the cutoff?
Then what about the gay thing? We're in oh boy, is this going to sound weird. We're in the bathroom all the time with gay guys.
With people who would but the threat...
And trans guys, too. You don't know who's trans and nothing because they'll go in a stall, so you don't know who's in there.
Right. But I mean...
We've already been in bathrooms with all these people.
But are we supposed to be freaked out by that?
No.
If we're in the bathroom? So what's the difference? I really don't understand this one.
The difference, I would say...
Dumb shit.
If you're trans... I think that if you're a woman, you have a more legitimate fear of being assaulted, or more trans people are going to assault you. Mm-hmm. But how do you know somebody is legitimately trans? Like, okay, because they have breasts. What if they don't have breasts? What if they're still in the early part of a transition? Are they considered trans because they're identifying as a woman?
Yeah.
Like, what is the what's the parameters? It's too vague.
Right. I don't think the sign on the door is going to stop one rape. That's not going to stop anything. Because even like now, remember the young girl down at the bar downtown Manhattan? Some dude pushed his way into the woman's bathroom and raped her.
Sure, but I'm saying, let's say you have a 13-year-old daughter going to the locker room or whatever.
Right.
And you want to make sure that some guy isn't going in there under false pretenses because he just wants to look at pussy all day. Like, women have a right to want to be comfortable in the locker room.
And that would happen too, because you can't question any of these people.
Right.
Somebody
if you work at the school, you could get in trouble by just questioning this person.
If there was a clear-cut line, right, which defined it, that's different. But there's not.
Yeah, there's not. It's a very gray area.
Or correspond with their identity. What makes your identity, quote unquote, a legit identity that now has to be respected by bathroom and locker room etiquette?
Right.
Or what makes it just, hey, I'm a guy and I want to walk in and see this?
Yeah.
Who's the person that makes that judgment?
You would take a little abuse from your friends if you knew you could go into the fucking girls' locker room every day.
Sure.
Yeah, they'll lean on you a little.
They'll lean on you, but you're seeing some good shit. It's
kind of like the guys who's like the male cheerleaders. You know these guys?
That's rough.
Now they go into the locker rooms with the girls. They all go into the same shit. They all go into the bus. They all travel together.
They should be in the locker room with the girls.
But these guys still hide. When they pick these girls over there, they hide their thumbs in them. I see them.
No, they don't. That means they're not turned on because we would fucking.
Some are turned on.
We would be dropping those broads. With the view we're seeing, you're not focused on catching them anymore.
You're kind of right.
All right.
But some of those guys was knocking down these girls.
How about a dumb, I'm going to say it's probably a dumb solution, but how about a third bathroom where...
I think it's a great solution.
No, but the third bathroom is, whoever wants to use the third bathroom could use the third bathroom.
Yeah.
So then you completely understand.
But you got to be a company that has enough room to add bathrooms.
Oh, please.
It'll be easier just to take off men and women and just put bathroom and wait for your fucking turn.
Or have individuals.
Yeah, individual
bathrooms.
stalls. That's how they have in New York City. In New York, even some of these clubs in like Chelsea or in Midtown is one big bathroom with all individual stalls.
Yes.
And a door locks each door. So everybody going to the same place. You wash your hands.
Well, there's your solution.
You wash your hands by the sink like everybody else, but all the stalls are one door with a lock. And
Yeah.
Is that men and women.
Is that expensive though? Because it always comes down to cost.
It might be.
Yeah. But I mean, like Home Depot or whatever, they can do that kind of shit. They can have their bathrooms like that.
Yeah. It's a lot to do though. It's a lot to tell a company in 50 stores you have to spend this amount of money. I mean, I see why companies wouldn't do that either. There's not a simple answer to it.
Yeah.
Third bathroom. If you don't know what the fuck you're gonna find in there.
I would always go to the third bathroom.
So would I.
I would never go into other bathrooms anymore. I would only do the third one.
I had the choice at the third bathroom where anyone could go in there.
Because it's probably going to be the cleanest, usually empty.
Yeah.
More room to spread out.
You might be lucky enough to see a girl putting a tamp in.
It's true.
That's a lucky day.
Her foot up on the fucking sink.
Because the stalls are taken. Oh, my God.
And it's even like, what happens? Bathrooms are already an open thing. Because I have a daughter, 8, just turned 9 years old. I go, and sometimes she come in the bathroom with me, or I'll go in the bathroom with her. When she was growing up, not maybe as much now, but when she was like 6, I don't give a fuck. She's coming in with me, or I'm going in with her.
See, like, I should be looking at my kids equally, but if my son was in a situation like that in the bathroom, I wouldn't care as much as if my daughter was. Is that bad?
No,
I think I'm a little more protective over my daughter.
Yeah, it's normal. Most people aren't afraid of their son being sexually assaulted. Not that it can't happen, but you're not as afraid of your son being raped as your daughter.
You want to think both your daughter and your son could, take care of themselves in the end.
There's just like people who are like, you have to realize it's not just that everyone who's against this or questions it is not some anti-trans bigot, because I'm certainly not. Right. But I think that people have a right to go like, hey, look, this is not as easy. Like, to navigate. Just because what happens is people who identify. I was talking to some woman recently, and she was saying, "Oh my God, there's so many people I know that have identified themselves in so many different ways. It's like so many people change their identities according to what they think will make them different, or they will think. Yeah. So who's to say? For decades and centuries, we've had male, we've had female, and now in the last X amount of years, there's trans, and now no, you're not male or female anymore. You're cisgender. You're this. Identify as this. You're homosexual, heterosexual, bisexual, pansexual.
Questioning.
Who the fuck is supposed to navigate all this and know that people are doing the right thing? So that's fine. If you want to just have one set of locker rooms where boys and girls and men and where everybody goes and live in that culture, that's fine. Right. But if you're not willing to do that, then don't think that anybody who's questioning it is a bigot.
Does it really matter what bathroom you use in the end?
Well, I mean, again, as a guy, dude, I don't like being looked at by that guy who in our gym. He looks at me, it makes me fucking angry. Yeah. So I get why women are disgusted with
what happened?
Oh, we got a creeper in our gym. He sits near the bathroom.
Oh, does he?
And makes believe he's on the phone, but then he's on the phone in a way like you're wondering if he's filming
you,
people
right?
Or whatever. He's a creeper.
It annoys me so much.
I want to come meet this dude.
A little creeped out by him, and I'm annoyed, but I'm not like scared or any of that.
Right, not shit. Right.
But if you are a young woman in the same situation, you might be scared, or even like a smaller dude and it was a big dude.
Right.
That could make you uncomfortable.
But if you're, this is where I'm out of my league. But if you're transitioning, you're a boy and you want to be a girl. Is it really that big of a deal to now have to use the ladies' room? Is that bad to say?
For the ladies, it is.
I don't think it's bad for anybody.
No, but why does that boy, quote, born a boy, biologically, all that, blah, 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 I don't know how to even say it correctly. What's the big deal that he still uses the boys' room, the men's room?
Because then it might make boys feel uncomfortable. That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
It's like, that's why they say that, like, in the North Carolina law, when they say you got to use the bathroom of the whatever was on your birth certificate. But if you're a big dude who already transitioned, but you was born a man, but you like a woman now, how does that help for you going into the men's room?
Like in our gym.
How does that help kids?
I think we're overthinking it.
In our gym, there's that very tall, I think an ex-ball player who's trans, I'm assuming transition because has 2 kids.
Oh, that...
I don't know who.
We've never talked about that.
Yeah, no, it's a she. She's now she's a she. I guess I'm assuming there's full transition.
She throws weights around the gym. She's a
ex-ball player.
She's about 6'4" or 6'5".
No,
she look.
Yeah.
I gotta say it. She looks like Herman Munster.
Yeah, she's
Dressed
very
up.
big.
She's very... I didn't know. You think that was a dude once?
If you could see the look on Jimmy's face.
I swear. I just thought it was an ugly broad.
Really?
A big, ugly broad.
Oh, I'm assuming that that's somebody who transitioned. I'm not saying you don't see women that big. I could be wrong. That's my assumption.
I couldn't figure it out, so... I love the look Jimmy gave me. I just assume it was a big, ugly broad.
How's like the bone structure?
I tell you,
This person is huge.
Huge.
Yeah.
Would make you look tiny.
Really?
6'4",
at least
6'5".
6'4", 6'5",
With shoulders?
wide, everything.
Yeah.
With two giant babies.
What do you mean?
Someone said
The babies look way too big for their age.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe this is woman. I could be wrong.
I don't know, man. But I get mad because she throws the weights around like a Hulk.
Really?
Some guy said on Twitter, so all businesses have to put up thousands of dollars to add a bathroom. Yeah, that'll work. Well, that's a legit
That's what
concern.
I said.
Yeah, I mean,
it comes down to money a lot of times.
Yeah.
You're right. If it was a quick fix and it didn't cost much, then most businesses would be like, look, we don't need the fucking hassle. Let's just get the third bathroom done and be done with it.
That's why third world countries laughing in our face because they just shitting outside.
What were you saying about
Like
that person in our gym? I interrupted you because I was shocked that we've never talked about this one.
Like, it looks like someone to me who has transitioned. So who's to say, I don't know what the genitals are, but like who's to say women would look at that person and go, well, that looks like too masculine. But no, it's this person lives as a woman, identifies as a woman. And on the birth certificate, I don't agree with. It should be... I think in order to have your gender legally changed, you have to live as that gender for a year in one state. There's a bunch of weird laws. You have to actually live as that gender.
Right.
So I don't think your birth certificate necessarily as much as your license.
Right.
Because I think you have to take a certain amount of steps and prove that you're living as this gender for your driver's license or whatever it is to affect, or your passport to reflect that.
Gotcha.
So I think if you're that committed to it, if you're that committed to it, you're probably really... that's how you're living. It's a little different than just saying it, but your birth certificate is a bit much, because what if you're intersex, or what if you're, there's a lot of technicalities that will get challenged legally.
Wow.
What do you think about the artists banning these places?
You mean you're not going?
Like Bryan Adams. Who else is on that list? Springsteen didn't do a show recently?
I don't know about canceling a show because you're hurting your own fans then. I know it's right to say fuck you to the state, but I think don't go there.
You're hurting your own fan base that probably agree with you. I would assume a lot of those people in the audience at a Springsteen show agree with Springsteen's views on
Yes, and if they
on the
do,
topic at
they'll
hand.
put the pressure on their congressmen or senators or whatever whoever passed this law and get it changed.
I don't think he should have canceled, but I think I can see saying I'm not going to book another show there. But, to cancel on your fans like that's a little shitty.
Right.
I'm glad he canceled.
Or just don't go. Like, say from now, this is the last show I'll do there. I'll honor the fans that have paid for tickets. These are real people with real lives.
But where does that end? So what if they say, hey, we said it's okay to kill homeless people here, but I already got shows booked, so I ain't going to cancel now, but...
I know. I mean,
maybe it means that much to Springsteen not to perform there.
Maybe, but a questionable law that's like it feels bigoted or feels like, is different than, something as barbaric as that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I would have canceled.
Right.
As much as I would have just said, I'm not going to perform there. Because I won't perform there.
Oh, good for you.
Where is it?
E-Rock. Jimmy would take that Springsteen spot in a second.
With a second.
I would open for him.
Right. Keep everyone in the arena. I'm coming. I'll be there in an hour. What, Eric?
Some of the porn hubs are now starting to block IP addresses from North Carolina, so you can't even get porn.
You can't watch
Carolina.
porn.
There's plenty of other places to get your porn.
I don't know if they're all blocking the IP addresses.
Yeah, and that's to affect the lawmakers because
that's people
who's
go after
watching
them.
porn. Yeah, that's what they.
No, that's what people protest and go, enough already, you fucks.
Yeah, to shut it down. But everybody,
get onion routers, I guess, if you're in North Carolina.
It's like
X-Hamster. Wow,
that's a huge one too.
That's big.
And then you got the people at the job. This guy says at job, trans woman had permission to use women's bathroom. Black woman had issue with it. I don't know if it matters that it's a black woman. Just a woman in general had an issue with it, right?
Yeah, I shouldn't put that in, but yeah, I can see it.
Okay, I think we should break for
God
DL.
said, church said.
God. All right, we're going to break. Yeah, DL Hughley's making his way into the studio.
Oh, nice.
He's got Caroline's tomorrow through Sunday. It's time for DL at Caroline's already. Man, that's a quick year. Sherrod Small working on his A&E show.
That's right, sir.
And any gigs?
I'll be in the city this weekend doing gigs in the city,
Doing your
cellar
thing.
and whatnot. I got to stay in town. I got to hire all these writers. I've read over 1,000 pages of submissions.
Jesus. And you'll be checking out the TNA in Sheep Meadow.
Oh, yeah, I'll be over there.
If this weather ever breaks for us.
Yeah, I'll be over there.
You need 70 and above.
It was like a couple weeks ago. They were out. It was like we had that
a little warm spell.
Mm-hmm. Ain't nothing better than the city.
Jimmy's hitting the road today or tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning, Madison tomorrow night. Kansas City Friday, and then Saturday, my first time ever in St. Louis at the Pageant Theater. And then I am shooting on...
what's that? I'm so glad they fixed your mic.
No, they have the same thing that's been going on for a month.
That was your microphone?
I'm glad they fixed it for
I've been complaining for a month, and it's just still happening. Again, I don't know if this ticket's available for Norton audience. My pilot's being shot in the Lower East Side on Monday. 5 o'clock and 8:30 p.m. I think we're shooting.
Right.
Two episodes. Yeah, we're still writing it and shooting. It's different than the last one I did. I feel very good about this one.
Very good. All right. We'll break. DL Hughley. I want to get that video of the woman going nuts after the flight is delayed. And I want to try to figure out this Will Smith thing.
What?
Well, he's a good actor.
I saw like a little thing, like he was carrying a knife because he was scared of this guy.
Wait, who was carrying a knife?
I think. That's how I read it just now.
Carrying a knife?
When you had the hamster porn thing up, there was a story on the side that said Will Smith was carrying a knife because he was scared of this dude.
Who, Jaden? Was he scared of
there you go. Sorry, fuck. Got me, finally.
He's like, my son, so I would dress up as a Batman going to his prom. Better get a knife.
Oh, you better get a knife. The Saints guy. Supposedly he was scared of the dude all along, and he had a knife.
Oh, the Saints guy got killed?
You were fucking me.
Yeah, I was just fucking with you.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, he was scared. He was scared. That's right. That's true.
So he was already scared of this guy way before this incident they had. What the fuck was going on there?
And the guy shot him.
Yeah, they knew each other.
They knew each other. All right, we'll try to get to the bottom of that a little bit as well.
Probably.
But first, these messages. Sherrod Small in studio.
Yay!
Jimmy leaving to hit the road again.
Yeah.
We're doing radio tomorrow, Sherrod, if you want to come back.
Why not, goddammit?
All right.
Shit, don't scare me with a good time, goddammit.
We're done. Sherrod will be back tomorrow. And we'll
Back
see
in the
Jimmy Monday.
I'm back on Monday.
Oh, that's right. You're going to Milwaukee tomorrow, right?
Madison,
Wisconsin for the first time.
Yeah.
Hanging with the cheeseheads.
With the cheeseheads.
I like the cheeseman.
Bring me back a little something, little big girl, bro. I want a big girl coming back.
Everybody wears the little cheeseman hats. It's good name.
Back with a little meaty West Coast, Midwest girl.
I think Kirk Cinnamon made a cheesehead video, didn't he?
One, and referenced him recently. People are not fond of Kirk when he refers to the cheeseheads as the cheeseman.
The cheeseman? The cheeseman?
Yes, the cheeseman.
The cheeseman.
The cheesemen wearing their hats.
Let me see the cheeseman.
No, this is the different one, right? Oh, wait.
Which one is this?
Oh, that's April Fool's.
Yeah, but there's cheese here.
Yeah, that starts with that, yes.
I'm a big mouse. I'm going to eat a piece of cheese. April Foolings. Look, it wasn't real cheese. It's the hat that the cheesemen wear, the football fans. What a marvelous day I had yesterday. You're fooling everyone. I would say things like, your shoes are untied, and they go,
it just ends. All right.
The cheeseman.
The cheeseman.
The cheeseman is nice, good-natured.
DL Hughley should be here any second.
That fucking pitch is too funny.
It's a man filled with joy and laughter. And pride in sharing stories about his hometown and his friends.
So he's a happy boy.
He is a happy boy.
He's a happy boy.
A man with no anger or resentment or bigotry. Just a man who smiles and shares.
It's wonderful. It's a great way to go through life.
He's pure.
A lot less stress.
Yeah, Kirk will live to be 106.
Oh, boy, will he.
Spreading jocularity.
His resting heartbeat is about 56, I would say.
It's like a turtle.
He's about a 56.
Like a sleeping turtle.
Yeah, he really is.
Yes. Let's. I want to see this video of this woman going nuts before D.L. Hughley gets here. What happened? Caught on camera. Mom's major airport meltdown. My God. Push play on this.
Angry passengers surrounded the counter. Where is their plane?
If there's no flight, just say there's no flight!
This just-discovered video shows a frustrated crowd waiting for a 9 p.m. flight from LaGuardia to Miami on American Airlines.
LaGuardia.
I'm getting everyone's name here because you're all
But the flight wouldn't end up leaving until almost 9 o'clock the next morning. One woman, fearing she and her 2 children might miss a Disney cruise, was not going quietly.
Don't give me this bullshit anymore, and you're all going to pay for my Disney cruise, and you're going to pay for everything else here.
But LaGuardia,
well, at least she's not being a cunt about it. Even though she's probably right.
That lady behind the counter is not paying for shit.
Yeah, she's not going to pay for it, but yeah.
She ain't paying for your Disney cruise. D.L. Hughley, what's up, buddy?
Oh, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man.
See you too.
What's going on?
Yes.
See you, man.
It's a pleasure.
We got a fair fight today.
It's fair.
We got a 2-on-2 today.
All right. Finally.
Fine, I've been surrounded in here waiting on you.
God damn it, now you smell good again.
Hey, man, you know, I was going to bring you guys something.
Why wouldn't you fucking bring us some of that so we don't have to search it out?
But that makes me feel so gay when I come. I better put on something nice. I'm going to see Opie and Jim.
Well, the one just never worked on me. That black
Afghano. Yeah, I think it's I think it's the first name. I think it's
yeah.
We smelled it.
He separates it from his other colognes.
Right. It goes on last.
Yeah, keep it away from the white linen.
And it's the first one they throw out. Jesus Christ.
We smelled that one on you, and my wife got it. And it just doesn't smell.
It's not the same.
Fuck, man, because it smelled great on you. My hand smells good now. What is this one?
Creed.
There's a bunch of different treats.
But this is the one. I don't even know what this is.
This is the shit.
Yeah, I love that one.
Paul Anka sent me a nice Creed after we interviewed him. He smelled good, and he sent me a bottle.
You are so skinny now, man.
Well, thank you.
I just go to the doctor. He said, I've been on that tour with George Lopez and Sid and Charlie and Eddie Griffin, and he goes, your sugar spiked. He said, your sugar, all of a sudden, you got to cut that out. Because I've been eating 5 desserts a week.
Oh, yeah.
Drinking bourbon and laughing.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I got 9 toes.
It's hard on the road, man. Eat well in the green rooms.
The worst.
I'm a little piggy in the green rooms.
If it's around, you can't say no. If you can keep it out of the house. But if it's in the house, no one has that willpower.
Right.
What the
fuck?
then
I'm scared. Like, I'm scared of everything now. Like, remember when you would have sex and maybe you get a little infection or a rash, you go get some cream.
Right.
That Zika virus, now I fuck somebody unprotected. A year later, my baby looked like a Cabbage Patch doll. What is that?
They got the tiny head.
Now all of a sudden, I got a Beetlejuice. Now,
oh, my God.
Now my baby's a little owl. What is this shit all about? So I get bit by a mosquito and I got an owl for a grand. I can't have it, man.
You save money on hats.
Oh, my God. It's horrible. And then I guess Bill de Blasio can't make a CP joke.
He's a racist, I told you.
If you married to a black woman, you don't pay for a black woman's hair.
Yeah, okay.
You don't fed black people. You know, he done been at family reunions.
He knows recipes.
That's right. Come on, you can say nigga.
That's true. You're saying he's been the family reunions where he was by far the first one there.
Right on time. And they probably
where is everybody?
It's CP time.
Yeah,
I didn't have a problem with that.
No. It was such a corny thing, though. It was just so whack to do.
But Jimmy made a pretty good point. I mean, Hillary would probably go after
Hillary and Bill would go after somebody else if they did it.
Hey, man, here's the thing. Look, whoever you vote for, look, I'm never gonna tell people to vote for. I know for me, I'm gonna be standing in front of that polling booth early in the morning. They're gonna think they're giving Jordans away. What's that nigga doing there? That's me, you know. And I have disdain for some. I hate Cruz, and I hate him. I probably hate him more than I hate Trump.
I believe it. Yes, he's scarier.
Because he believes it.
He believes it.
I despise but you can't have a nation that is obsessed with
with reality shows and be shocked that the presidential campaign became one.
Yeah.
You can't be shocked by it. And so I think you can have, I just don't like either one of them or have a general affinity for them.
But do you really like Hillary or Bernie?
I genuinely like Hillary.
You do?
I'm not even ashamed to like her.
Right.
Bernie is a nice guy.
Right.
But he doesn't seem like he has the political weight or dexterity or know-how to be like, how you gonna be in the future? You can't even, I'm not sure you're gonna make it past the swearing in. Like, I literally.
Yeah, I saw him last Sunday on one of those news programs, and I was looking closely going, would this guy survive in the White House?
I don't know if he's swearing in or raising his hand because he's having a stroke. Shut up.
He's 74, 75,
I think
something
that
like that.
Christianity is going to get in the way of Bernie getting in the White House. Let's keep it 100.
Bernie doesn't have a shot
I
at the
think
White
you're
House.
never going to have change with an old white dude at the helm of it. You never, like, how could you want anything to be different? Like, and your whole thing is about political, about the fossil fuels and about the big game, big money. What else? There's other shit out here. Like, we'll talk about something else.
Yeah, that's true.
Black people love Bernie but hate Rachel Dolezal. And she wanted to be so black she became one. Like, the minute she became black, her credit score went down and her blood pressure went up.
Do black people not like her?
A lot of sisters, though.
I hope
no,
so.
sisters don't like
She's
her.
awful.
She's crazy. She's more crazy than anything.
Yeah, but
she's nuts.
But you can, if you can, to me, you can change your gender, but you can't change your race. Like, you can tell me that you're a man who used to be a woman, but you can't tell me you're a black woman.
You can tell me both, but I'm going to laugh as soon as you leave the room.
Me too.
Are we allowed to still laugh? That's all I want to know.
It's like, and
you're not even allowed to laugh at that shit.
I am. Fuck them.
No, we were talking before about that self-identifying as opposed to what's legitimate.
Right.
Like, but with trans issues, like, what's the difference between somebody who's legitimately, this is who they are, and someone who's just self-identifying, and we don't put any line on it anymore. It's just like, if you say you are, and that's what's kind of nuts.
And you know what's crazy to me? I can respect you. You can self-identify and tell me who you are. But like Caitlyn Jenner, you can tell me, I'll call you Caitlyn. But your body thinks you're a 67-year-old white man.
Yeah.
And your urologist is going to tell you need a prostate exam.
Every time you take a shit, the bathroom smells like a 67-year-old white man just took a shit.
And I dislike, like, in North Carolina, what's going on in North Carolina and Mississippi and now Tennessee. It is bigoted and horrible to deny people rights based on their sexual orientation. It is horrible. Yeah. But it ain't so horrible if I say you got a dick, go to the bathroom with people who have dicks. That ain't so. That's not a. To me, I can. You got a dick, stand in that line.
Which way the dick line?
Right, that's it. I don't understand how that's a bigoted.
We discussed that for 20 minutes, and he just simplified it.
I'm bigoted. There's your answer. If you got a dick, stand in the line where they got dicks.
Right.
You know, like don't compare it to civil rights. Somebody got to stand up so y'all can sit down. That's it's like, come on.
But can you imagine being in a men's room and somebody with actual breasts walked in? We've seen, all trans girls, they're delightful. I mean, imagine seeing one walk in, the guys would complain or freak out.
The only way I would know that is if you didn't finish the process. That's the only way I'd know. The only reason we have this question,
right.
If somebody got a change and they walk in and they sit down when they're supposed to, they stand. The only way you would argue about that if somebody got breasts and they standing up. That's the only way you know that. You put me in your business.
Some people, that is the process, though. That's the end of their thing. They just want breasts and a dick.
It's a simple thing. Until your dick is gone, you stand in this line right here. That's really a simple.
Now, some of them look, you know what I mean? It depends on how passable somebody. When you look at, there's a great scene in Transparent where Jeffrey Tambor is just starting the whole transition, and he goes into the bathroom with his daughters, his adult daughters, and this woman is like going, "I don't want you in here," because she has a kid, and you kind of get her point too. Like, she doesn't know who this person is.
Right.
She just sees what she thinks is a man.
Before I can't vote before I'm 18, before I make the transition to being an adult, and when I'm 17, I got to go to a pediatrician. Till your dick is cut off, you go to the bathroom where they got dicks. I don't understand.
What if you never have it cut off?
Then your ass will be standing up at a trough just like everybody. Here's the thing to me: why is it that that is controversial to say that there are certain things? To me, it is not worth people's rights being eroded to this extent. What they've used this as an argument to do other things.
Right.
Now, do you want, is it on balance, if you could have everybody's rights protected, everybody's rights being sovereign, and some people got to go to the bathroom because they got to dig, on balance, that's a win-win. Yeah. Yes, you won. What'd you lose? All right, hey, look, Ed, you gotta stand up and pee. But we don't have people taking our rights away. You don't have somebody telling me that I can't seek mental help. I can be fired from a job. It's ridiculous.
Right.
It is ridiculous. It's controversial to say if you got a dick, you got to go to the bathroom where they got dicks. Come on now, what is it?
Because it's not that simple. Even though I know why you're saying that, and I don't think it's a stupid opinion.
Well, what if somebody's like, if they're already full female,
then I would know it anyway.
And then they have a dick.
Well,
but you would in the locker room, though. But you would in the locker room.
And now a kid in here is like this. Why is this woman in here?
Here's the thing. Now, to extrapolate on that argument, what if somebody says I'm a woman and they start competing in the Olympics as a woman? That gives it.
That happened actually with that boxer chick who was knocking out women. That's unfair.
No, the UFC. I agree. I think that's unfair too.
But where do you?
You're right. Where do you
start? Because there's certain things. So now it is the next fight is I feel like I'm a woman, so I want to be competing in the Olympics. So now I don't care what hormones I take. I inherently have a physiological advantage.
Male bone structure, male tendons and ligaments.
Fast twist. So now all of a sudden, because I got to go to the bathroom because now I can compete in the Olympics. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but just because, and that is correct. Like, you can't do that. But just because there's going to be a place where it becomes ridiculous, it doesn't mean that every complaint is ridiculous.
Well, I believe this. I believe that no one should be discriminated against. I believe that you shouldn't have your rights minimized. I think, to me, it's a argument. Well, people in this country think that you only have two rights. One is this free speech and one is for guns. But women have the right to have an abortion. You would never have somebody infringe on the Second Amendment like they do a woman's right to have an abortion.
Right.
You would never have somebody, it's a constitutionally held right that gays can get married. You would never have somebody infringe on the First Amendment like they do the rights for gays.
Sure.
Those things balance in my head. But if I walk into a bathroom and a dude is standing up with titties and a dick, with my child, I would have a problem with it. So I can't be.
See, you would. You just said it. You would have. You just said if you have a dick, use that bathroom.
Right. So
if all of a sudden someone is standing at the thing, but even as a male, you have an issue.
He's in the room with the dicks, like you said.
That's right. But he's still there, so I'd have a problem with it. And it's making me have a conversation I wouldn't have. But I would rather have me be uncomfortable with a chick than that dude being in there with in the bathroom with a woman and children.
I think a third option. I prefer a third option. Like, it's like, I know it's a weird, and businesses have to spend, but like, what's the answer? Because again, there's always the threat of someone just saying they identify a certain way because they want to go into a woman's locker room, which is creepy and shitty.
Right.
And then there's a thing of like, you walk in there, and maybe you want to just go in there and you feel uncomfortable with someone who's trans in there. But then again, how much does discomfort count when it comes to people's rights? It's like all these.
Well, let me ask you something. As a black person, it is hard for me to watch these arguments. I can say that I think some of these laws have been bigoted and wrong-headed and overthinking. I think they have. I think they've rolled back. I mean, you can't expect much from Mississippi. Stop it. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Calling Mississippi out on it.
Come on. Well, come on. Stop it. It's like
they got to have one place to go.
Right. It's like your uncle. It's your uncle that always got to live with your grandmother that always lives in the basement. But the fact that I'm having a conversation where people make like to me, I had an argument on my show, and this girl said it's Jim Crow. Stop.
Don't. Yeah, I hate when people mix that shit up together.
A cold is bad, but it ain't cancer.
Right.
You can be a racist and not be Hitler.
Yeah,
you don't have to equate it to the worst thing ever.
Right.
And if the worst thing is your ass got to stand in a bathroom rather than as opposed to people losing rights and people, it's ridiculous. You don't get it's not a zero sum proposition.
Yeah, there's nothing fun going in these bathrooms anyway.
Right? Who the fuck wants to do that?
You just want to.
It's not Jim Crow
and drop your logs and get the fuck out of there.
Definitely not Jim Crow.
So I just think we're overthinking a situation that has now become. Now they have used, like in Ohio, the reason George Bush got a second term because he put gay marriage on the ballot, and he knew people would vote against that, so they got this other thing.
Right.
If the worst had happened, right now we have people who's like literally, there are 22 states where if somebody is gay, they can lose their job. That ain't worth it. Or somebody can't get mental health care. That's bigoted and horrible to me.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
And so if you told black people the trade-off was OJ, we get that motherfucker up today.
Oh yeah.
if we still got to go to school and they weren't repealing voters, all that shit happened because they was mad at OJ. Fuck you, OJ. Yeah. I'm going back.
Well, we finally got him.
Right.
We finally got him.
We would give up OJ. Wouldn't you tomorrow?
In a second.
Fuck you,
I'll give his kids up too.
Right. Fuck him.
Fuck him.
OJ's the dumbest man alive.
Yeah.
All he had to do was keep his nose clean. That's all he had to do.
When you almost lop off 2 heads and then get in trouble over a fucking trophy, you're an idiot.
Over a dumb trophy?
Come on, man.
How many years? He's been in there 6 or 7 years already.
Now,
That's too much time to go to your own stuff.
Do you think they were aware of him having been acquitted in a murder trial when they?
No. Well, no, because the miniseries hadn't came out yet.
How good was that though? That was awesome.
The best.
I loved it.
I watched it like I didn't know what was going to happen.
I know. They actually got me tense with the fucking verdict.
No, man, I don't know what's going to. Well,
I said
that was great.
I said they should have fucked everyone up and made him guilty at the end of the miniseries.
That's how it's going to be 20 years from now. That's right. You know what's so funny? Christopher Darden lives in my neighborhood, right?
The real Christopher Darden.
His wife,
fat one.
his wife, his wife, my wife
now?
are in. They're in Jack and Jill. They're in like some organization where our kids get together and talk about how great we are. But the phone will ring and it'll be Christopher Darden. It'll say Christopher Darden. It's his wife.
Yeah.
And so I remember I went to a function. He was there and he looks just like he looked after the verdict. He looks just like that right now. Like how
exactly the same.
That
look on his face.
I feel like, and now I feel bad because he really was doing his gig, and you can respect that he didn't have the sound. Like to me, I would never have viewed him now, you know, in the cold light of day the way I viewed him then.
Right.
You was hard on it, weren't it?
Yeah, he was like, oh, fucking sellout.
Black man can't even do his job.
Yeah, right. Like he was Ben Carson. You know what I mean? But he was just fucking doing his gig.
Trying
and he believed he was wrong.
Yeah.
And he was, to me,
it's
just
sad
wasn't.
how we were on it. We were hard as a community on Chris Darden, man.
Like to me, like I had this argument where somebody was going, well, white people when they crack me when they go, we learn how to say nigga from hip hop. Hip hop.
That's not where I learned it.
right. Niggas been around in the American lexicon since the 1700s. Hip hop been around since 1970. What came first, nigga or the Sugar Hill Gang? Like
African Bambaataa, from what I
hear. Like he was a bad
boy. Like everybody's always like everybody's telling me like it's like I remember when Lamar Odom was in a coma and everybody's praying and go, oh, prayer woke up Lamar. Nothing will wake your ass up from a coma faster than your ex-woman is making your medical decisions. That motherfucker heard clothes insurance. He woke right up. I just needed a nap and some Pedialyte. You ain't gonna give my money to French Montana so can fuck up another shitty CD. Fuck you.
We went with the angle that her pussy must have been that good that he woke up from a fucking coma. Holy shit.
Here's the thing, man.
And then he wakes up and goes, hey, baby. Hey, baby.
Right. Yeah. That's his first fault. Like, I go to Vegas a lot. Like, I love Vegas. I partake of many of the things that would be illegal.
As you should.
But I don't want to go, like, I don't, keep me away from bitches that's giving niggas comas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I want, like, I like a little blowjob, maybe a little, but if bitches is giving comas away, I don't want that. Keep me out of that room.
No.
When they got a medevac, no, I don't want to do that.
And they couldn't even fit on the helicopter? They couldn't get him on there?
No, not at all. Wouldn't you just stick his feet out the side of the damn thing so he can get to the hospital faster?
That's what I know was fucked up. Anybody who didn't believe Lamar Odom could be on the didn't see Dumbo drop. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck?
Or Scarface. There's definitely ways to get you around that helicopter.
They made the excuse he couldn't fit. Get the fuck out of here. You stick those feet out the window.
My father moved a bedroom set in a Volkswagen Bug. Fuck you. Get in the car, Lamar.
You strap him down and have his legs dangling. That was his best shot to get to the hospital as fast as possible.
It would have been great to see that nigga legs get caught in power wires.
Oh, my God.
Out of the helicopter.
And he's another dumb one because he survived that shit and they got pictures of him in a bar recently.
Yeah, but you got to be what you are, ultimately.
Yeah,
everything goes back to what it was.
Sometimes you got to change after a shot like that, though. When you beat the odds of and you come back, you just got to go. Whoa,
but DL makes a good point. That it is a tough one to change no matter what. But there he is in a bar, like.
But most people don't
partying
change.
again.
And DL, by the way, is tomorrow through Sunday at Caroline. So brilliant and funny. Real DL Hughley on Twitter, and there's like a whole bunch of dates you're doing with Charlie Murphy and Eddie Griffin and Cedric. How's Eddie Griffin? I don't know.
Eddie Griffin's spectacular.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah. This is the most fun. This comedy get down is the most fun I've ever had, and it's It has me, George Lopez, Sidney Entertainer, Eddie Griffin, Charlie Murphy.
It's a great lineup. Who's hosting?
George. And it's so fun because
that's a
generally
hell of a
blacks and Mexicans are never together unless it's at a prison riot. It's so nice.
Who's closing it?
That's it. He closes. Yeah. So
that's a great.
That's
a tough show to close.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
The only way we're together, but it's just when I see all these things that are going on, like I remember, like politically, it's just like I remember everybody wants to kick all the Muslims out, and we're supposed to be worried about ISIS. But 300 Americans shoot 300 Americans every day. 100,000 Americans are shot by other Americans. 1.5 million Americans have died at the hands of other Americans. So it's
how can we get like
the Jews?
Like ISIS ain't got shit on us. Like literally, I'm more worried about. I ain't worried about a white, like a Muslim that's willing to lay down his life for the Quran. I'm worried about a white who just got laid off.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And we want to kick the Muslim. 10% of the doctors in America are Muslims, and it's even higher when you talk about specialists. Like when you go to a specialist, you gonna smell curry. Like that's it.
Yeah.
Like a taxi in New York took me to my specialist. I walked in. I'm like, motherfucker, didn't you just drop me off here?
Like, you probably did. I'm a doctor in my country.
Like curry to some people smell like fear here. To me, it smells like they take Blue Cross. That's all the fuck I'm saying. But it's just.
It's crazy.
It's so funny to me. But I think when black people go, I'm going to leave if Donald Trump wins.
They ain't going nowhere.
You're not going anywhere.
Where are you going?
It's more. American presidents hating niggas is not new. It's retro, goddamn it.
Yes, it's a throwback.
Yeah, that's right.
Throwback Thursdays.
I don't know if Trump's a racist, and I've said this before, or if he just is an insensitive ass and doesn't realize that, like, to him, he's looking at all Muslims, like, okay, it's a practical solution, don't let him in, and it's just it's not a solution that's going to work.
I think in the 1970s, he was sued by the federal government for refusing to rent to black people.
Was he?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and he settled them. It's not me making it up. We can.
But now was that maybe he was just a racist?
To niggas who you won't let in, that's pretty racist.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Like I don't think this is a new thing for him. I think that sometimes racism is vitriolic, and sometimes some people might think it's expedient. But the bottom line is, if you treat somebody differently because you perceive their race to be an impingement or hurt, look. So
why are we taking DL's word? I want to read the.
No, I didn't know that.
I want to read the fine print in this article.
Because who else got in trouble for that too? Donald Sterling also had trouble with racism.
I didn't care. Like Donald Sterling, you should be able to go home and say nigga in your house.
Yeah, believe me, I have a bumper sticker that says that very same thing.
Yeah, you should.
It's none of our business what happens in your fucking house. Right. Hey, the first paragraph of this story: when a black woman asked to rent an apartment in a Brooklyn complex managed by Donald Trump's real estate company, she said she was told that nothing was available. Short time later, a white woman who made the same request was invited to choose between two available apartments. It's a little shady.
Well, The federal government sued him, and he said it.
But wait a minute. Federal investigators gathered evidence. Trump employees secretly marked the application with codes number 9, C for colored. Wow. Okay.
Okay. No, I'm keep reading. Is that? I mean, you know.
But by October 73, the Justice Department filed a civil rights case that accused the Trump firm, whose complexes contained 14,000 apartments, of violating the Fair Housing Act of '68. It's one of the biggest federal housing discrimination suits to be brought.
All right.
Put a spotlight. Now, you have to assume, does that go up to him or does that go up to?
He knew.
Okay. Did they prove that he knew? And I'm not arguing for him. Okay, he didn't know.
The younger you read it. The younger Trump
was
him.
Demonstrated the brash, combative style that would make him famous
in Manhattan to decry the government's arguments and outrageous lies.
So he didn't know, right?
He would also say the company wanted to avoid renting apartments to welfare recipients of any color, but never discriminate based on race. Yeah. The Trumps retainer, Roy Cohen, who was distracted by things accidentally slipping into his asshole.
I can see how.
No wonder they lost that case.
I can see how you're getting fucked and getting fucked. I distract you.
My lawyer keeps rolling up the papers into a bundle and shoving them in his asshole.
Can't get anything done around
He portrays the Trumps as the victims and countersued the government, demanding and what else? What proves that Trump knew it? I mean, maybe it did. I don't want to read the whole thing.
Right. Okay.
What proves that Trump knew it?
Well, I think that it's hard to run a company and to say things like, people use arguments like, I didn't want welfare recipients in there, which is code for
That's
niggas.
code for
No,
niggas.
but if this is just a question. If Trump is the CEO and the boss, he has people working for him.
Sure.
And they just don't want to hear it when rents aren't paid or when welfare recipients aren't paying as much as they should, and they decide this is how we're going to handle it.
We can't have two arguments, right? One is that may be a valid argument, but you can't say I'm the boss. The buck stops here. I'm
Right.
the
Right,
figurehead of this
and then
company,
I wasn't in
and then
control
I'm
of
not
it.
in control of it.
No, you have to take the hit for it.
Right.
But does that mean that you're actively a racist if people who are working for you have set a system in place? I'm not saying you didn't know. I just don't know if he did.
I think it couldn't exist if it weren't in an atmosphere that was conducive for that to exist.
Yeah, and out of these 14,000 units, how many had people of color in them?
When you say C,
that would solve everything.
It could stand for Canadians.
Yeah, yeah. To me, when people, I can't say that he's a racist, and even if he weren't, it's still. I think the arguments he has, like he's arguing about Colorado and how the rules are unfair, and he didn't know. Motherfucker, wait, you didn't know, he didn't know the rules, and the system is rigged. The same system that allowed you to declare bankruptcy 4 times, that's rigged. When you said that you took advantage of the system, you took advantage of the rules in place. You can't have it both ways.
Yeah,
That's
you
the fault
can't
of
have it both ways.
Yeah, he did say that.
And that's the fault of his campaign. They should have known that going into it, that there's some shadiness with some of these states. And you got to understand what it is and try to work around it.
How many times has he said something and did not know? Well, I'll retweet something by a fucking white supremacist group that's not true, and then go, I didn't know. Motherfucker, you don't get to not know that.
He's a reactionary guy. It is a flaw of his, but he's not used to living in a world where every single thing has to be thought like he comes from a different place. He's not a pre-planned.
I believe he didn't know on that one. I really do.
Yeah,
well, he's done it so many times you can't.
I think because he's just too worried about someone taking a shot at him, and he gets reactionary.
Here's the thing: I do not believe, in my opinion, he's a cat I like or aspire to. If your children acted like Donald Trump, you'd beat the shit out of them.
In some ways, yes.
Do you remember the song that came out in 1990? Prince wrote it for the time. It's called Black Trump. Yeah. And it's a fucking R&B song.
Mm-hmm.
Like to make love to your woman like she needs a black Trump. And I'm going to be that black Trump.
I don't think, I think it's a game to him, and I think only America, we're so petulant.
It is a game.
You would go to, it's like going to a dentist, the first dentist fucking your teeth up, then going to the waiting room. I'm never going to a dentist again. Who has never done it? All right, you. It's only you. How great could America be when anybody could do the goddamn?
But it's different, though, because it's not just going to the dentist. This is dentist after dentist after dentist who we found was committing insurance fraud. It's not just about Trump and Hillary and we don't like them. It's about people being sick and tired of getting only 2 lousy choices. Yeah. And it's a weird message to send.
Here's the thing. Here's the argument that always befuddles the shit out of me. There's a political party that sent people to Washington specifically to stop anything from being done. Yeah. I don't want you to do anything. And now you're mad that nothing's getting done.
Yeah. The Republican, you mean?
I'm just saying, I'm talking about whoever is in power.
Mm-hmm. Right.
The people send other people to stop them from, don't let them do anything.
Accomplish anything.
And then you're mad that here's the thing. I don't care what anybody does if you're good at your job. I don't care if you worship Allah. I don't give a fuck if you fuck dudes. Be good at your fucking job. Yeah. But we'll send people to places to run this country just because of their stance on any narrow issue that doesn't have shit to do with this country being run.
Yeah. Right.
It's some dumbass motherfuckers in country.
So how does it play out in the end? I mean, we obviously need the two sides to work together. But that's not happening anytime soon.
To me, there's a level of pragmatism. Do you believe, look, I'm a liberal. Bernie Sanders,
really?
Can you walk in? Can you really believe Bernie Sanders could walk on the world stage and be the fucking president of the United States of America? He can't. Stop it. People would think he was the fucking insurance. He looked like he still Amway.
You mean Mr. Magoo wouldn't be able to?
Stop it.
The youngsters love him, though.
Right.
They love him.
Yeah. Two groups love him. One is old white men and one is young, idealistic people.
Young.
Yeah. Who never vote.
That's a surprise that the young.
You heard him road before, yeah.
No, a lot of times they just think that he's the guy who's going to provide free college, and he represents their ideals of
what kind of free college is he talking about? He's not talking Harvard and he's talking shitty community college.
He's talking Cal State University Dominguez.
I shouldn't say that. People get good educations from community college.
That's my you son of a
right.
I shouldn't say that. I mean, community college you get is
community college is the 13th grade. Shut the fuck up. It's not real.
But I think
think a lot of people.
Well, your class got a disco ball.
I think a lot of people, when they hear free college, though, in their heads are like, oh, Boston University, Temple, whatever. They're thinking these cool colleges, and that's not what's going on here. Those institutions will never give that shit up. It's big business for them.
It's money. Here's the thing. My oldest daughter will graduate from USC grad school.
Damn.
My youngest daughter graduated from online school. That's a hell of a drop off.
Well, she saved a lot on transportation.
She's like, Dad, we're out for 3 weeks. But how the fuck are you off on? What, you unplug your computer for 3 weeks?
But can I ask you this though? When she went to you and said, "Hey, I'm going to do an online college," you were dancing in a room by yourself.
I was a little. Yeah. No. She went to other.
You were
colleges.
thinking all the money you were saving.
I wasn't at all. That wasn't at all. She went to first. She went to Wisconsin, and then she went to school in San Francisco, and then we all decided, college ain't for everybody. Like my son,
it's not for everybody.
My son, my son's autistic.
He's doing well, right?
He's
we know all about
colleges. My son drives now. Like my son's autistic and he drives now.
Oh, okay.
Now, I don't ride with the motherfucker. I'm not. That's what. Hey, Dad.
How do you make a car made out of pillows?
I'm not getting in
I'm gonna nerf my car.
I'm not getting in a car with Rain Man. Fuck you, shit. That's what they made Uber for.
But are you worried when he gets in a car for real?
You have to.
Okay.
My son.
Besides the jokes, I would assume he's a good driver.
He's an
excellent driver. An excellent driver. Well,
in 2015, my son came to me and said, "I'm socially awkward. I don't have a girlfirend." I think I tell you this story.
Yes, you did. We know all about him.
He said he was going to commit suicide. He's 26 now. 27.
Okay.
He said he's going to commit suicide. I'm like, I can't let fuck that. You're going to come to work with me. He got more and more social. Start going on dates. Got a little girlfriend, and now he's normal. So the cure to autism is pussy. I'm telling you.
I believe that. That's the cure to everything.
So he fucked his mind right.
Did it scare you when he said that? Must have been terrifying.
It was only scary. The scariest part about him saying that was that what if he hadn't said it?
Right.
Yeah.
He came to you at least.
And we are the best of friends. And now my son dates white girls, and my daughters date black dudes. So I'm pretty sure that eventually I'm going to have white grandkids and black grandkids. And and I'm going to treat them differently like the world does.
As you should.
Now my white grandkids get dressed. We're going to get ice cream. And you niggas clean the house.
And enter through the back.
And take that Black Lives Matter shirt off and staring Tatum. And if I see you sons of bitches past Martin Luther King Boulevard, there'll be hell to pay.
Boy, is that not the code to white people? When I'm in GPS. Make a left on Martin Luther King Boulevard. Oh, no, I don't.
Oh, my God. We're in the intersection of that and Cesar Chavez Boulevard.
I'm going to drive straight to Oliver North Way.
Oh, man.
So he drives. You're going somewhere with that.
He drives. My son drives. He drives. Now, my son, he broke up.
I'm trying to remember what you were going somewhere with all. Whatever.
So he broke up. Now he hires. Now he broke up with his girlfriend. Right?
Oh, he broke up with his girl.
But now he hires hookers.
Oh, good kid.
Oh, that's great. He learned.
And my wife is supposed to she gets he tells he's on the radio with me and he says he hires hookers.
You said pussy saved them, so this is getting the same medicine without
the bullshit.
Yeah,
that's right.
Without the side effects.
Yeah,
he cut the side effects out.
You're right.
That's right.
Son of a bitch.
He just has to pay his deductible up front.
I'm not proud of him, but I'm just not ashamed.
You shouldn't be.
I'm not ashamed. There are these arguments when my wife is very, right, she's very religious, right? And black religious people have a problem with gay people, right? Which is ridiculous to me because what for gay people, many of us would not have a choir director. Have you ever been to a black church with a straight choir director? That's the most boring shit
it's the
ever.
worst.
You're like,
it's the worst.
Where's the sissy with the tambourine? I got to praise Jesus.
I need a little bit. That's the worst.
So it's this conundrum where I don't feel like my son is crazy for hiring hookers. I don't feel like
he's not.
I think his wife, my wife is offended by it, but I'm like, would you want him to fucking hire a hooker or blow his brains out? I mean, literally.
Let him get the hookers.
Right, fuck it.
I know a girl who'll do both.
So, absolutely. See? And he only gets the white ones.
Does he give out the white ones? So he's spending some coin on these bitches. Now, how much is running them? $300?
You know what? Here's the funny thing, and he's so you got to hear this kid, man. So I guess the price was $200, right?
Okay, yeah.
He got it for $120 both times. So he's out there. He must be smashing the shit out of them. He's like, no, I'll give you some money back. Yeah, I'm like, I guess it's something.
Is he giving up on having a relationship? Or?
I think he wants a relationship, but it's
downtime right now.
It injured him.
It's better to get a relationship and separate your sex from your relationship.
What did this girl do to him?
Well, they just broke up. He's like,
just the basic shit.
This is how good this kid is. He said, I want you to be happy no matter what. And I'm like, what kind of dude are you? I'd be like, fuck you, bitch. I hope you die. He's like,
he was done with her.
He wasn't. He really loves her.
Okay.
But he doesn't want, he said, if you really love somebody, you're supposed to want the best for them. And I said, son, that's the shit people say so they don't get indicted if something comes up missing. That's not the shit you mean. What you mean is, bitch, don't call my mom again. But, like, it's like, but he's such a good dude. I was like, son, you could really say I hate you. You could, you can internalize, because I think sometimes it's bottled up.
Right.
But
not with these hookers today. He get it off.
Yeah. He's like, he'd say, and he'll just disappear at 2:00 at night.
Yeah, let him live. That's his therapy, man.
Wow.
That's his therapy.
Yes.
Is he still fighting?
Yeah. I guess he had one fight that was too close, and he's like, I just realized I don't want it bad as this motherfucker does.
What, he boxed?
My son was ultimate, like a
UFC.
ultimate.
Oh, really?
Yeah. MMA, yeah.
Yeah. Which is rough to say, shut the fuck up and sit down in my house. It's like, kind of, take your life in your own hands.
How tall is he?
He's a little bit shorter than me.
Okay.
But he's like 2% body fat. He's a good kid. He's a handsome kid, too. Yeah. My father's going through dementia, which is...
Oh, really?
That's funny. Because
you didn't have the best relationship with your dad.
I do now, actually.
Yeah, I remember you were going... Wait, how did that all work out? You told us the whole story.
Well, now I decided, because Sid lost his mother, right?
Right.
And when we were on tour, and Sid... his mother died, and we were all like, what should we do? He's lost his mother. And he came in, he was so calm, and he said, I said, man, you lost your mother? He said, man, I love my mother, she loved me. I said everything that I needed to say to her.
Yep.
I was tired of seeing her suffer.
Right. With cancer?
Yeah. And he was like, good.
Right.
I'm good.
Once you got like the peace, if you have peace with him on the way out, you can't really...
Then I said, I would not have that. So I go to see my mother, and it's the funniest thing. So my mother, she was very young when she met my stepfather, Hughley, right? This is a very convoluted story. She's 15 years old. She's married to my biological father, right? But she has already had my sister. She's pregnant with me. My Hughley sees her. He is crazy about her, right? My father's kind of abusive. He moves to California. He writes and says, hey, if you, come to California for everything, my mother takes me, I'm 2 months old, moves to California, right? With my sister, who's like a year, me, who's like 2 months old. Hughley takes us in. Then my mother goes back to Virginia when her aunts die, gets pregnant by another guy, comes home to Hughley. Then they get together and she has another. So she has 3 kids that were never his, that were always...
He took her back?
That he took, yeah.
He took her back when she came back?
And I just learned this story 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I was like, I always knew there was something about the way that I looked, and you would always treat me differently than the way I look. And she said, I was afraid that you would say, I said, this makes you more of a woman than you're 15 years old. You don't know about sex. You're a young girl. I said, this makes you human in my eyes. And it also lets me know you were no stranger to dick. So you can't.
Jesus, and she got bored fast. Jesus Christ.
Wow. It's like when your mother has 3 kids by 3 different dudes, there's certain arguments we can't have anymore.
Yeah.
She's a whore. Wait a minute, Mom. You might want to not talk about these video chicks right now. This is all.
Did you think your youngest sibling was from Hughley?
Yeah.
Only until recently?
I didn't. I had never heard that story before. And the only reason I did was because I said every Sunday when I get off tour, every one Sunday I'll take it, and I tell you what, it's the best, most fun I've ever had. Like my father and I laugh, and my mother and I laugh, and I love them now. I really, but he has like he doesn't remember, like he'll take too much diabetes medicine or not. One time my sister said, well, Daddy doesn't remember now, you better go see him. I said, well, tell that motherfucker I just left. I'll be back there. I ain't gonna burn my gas up and you don't know who the fuck I am. but it's like,
you guys get along, because I remember he showed back up into your life and started hanging around in the backyard and the barbecues.
Well, that was my real father.
Oh, now I'm all sorts of confused.
That was Hughley is the guy who my mother
Hughley,
is.
the guy that raised you, but not your biological father, is the one going through dementia.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
No, Hughley is going through dementia.
I mean, right.
My biological father's dead, but
right.
Well, did he live in Virginia as well?
He lived there, and you know what's funny? So we're doing my radio show, right? A dude calls in, he's answering the question. He says, "By the way, I'm your brother." This happened last Thursday.
Wow.
And his mother was married to my father, and it was the first time I heard.
And you're finding out about that now.
I knew about it, but I just never. And it was on the radio, and it was hilarious to me. Like I had to be. This shit is so funny to me that it's.
Wow.
Yeah, but it all of that. On balance, I would take all those experiences just to have either you have a great first half. And you ever seen people in high school and now that's all they can think about is high school?
They're still wearing the varsity jackets.
Yeah.
But the
Al Bundy disease.
Yeah. The Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
Man,
I could have went state.
I could throw this football over the mountain. So it's
the first half, second half. The first half was great, and the second half is hopefully just awful and fucking.
You got to write a book on all this.
Yeah,
so it's confusing. I need a chart.
I did too. She's like, and I loved him, and I like, but Mama, you had 3 kids, and I was my sister was a year. I was 2 months old. Then she came back with my sister. So my sister. I'm like 11 months older than my sister.
Wow.
So she's a real to me. She was 15 years old when she got married.
Wow. It's like people had a lot more responsibility, man.
Right. And
it's crazy what they fucking carried and handled.
And then she's like, got all these, and I look like him, and I'm getting in trouble. She said she used to hate how charming I was. She used to hate how charming, and she knew that I would. She knew I was cheating, and she got mad, and because it reminded her of my father and her and all that kind of shit.
Right.
So but that explanation made it like, all right, I get it.
And where in Cali did you grow up?
Los Angeles.
In L.A.
But I'm like, it's certain moral arguments we'll never have again, right? You can never. Once you have 3 kids, buddy.
Now,
I mean,
mom's a good egg.
You can't finger point.
So your mom's only 16, 17 years older than you?
Literally.
That's it.
Right now.
Wow.
Right now.
That's wild.
Yeah. So but can you imagine growing up in Virginia and like she's married, this dude, she's pregnant, this dude whooping on her. And
what part of Virginia was that? She was in
Norfolk.
Norfolk, Virginia.
Yeah. They grew up in the project. So it's just hilarious to me. Like I guess that story, like she thought it would come out and I would be, well, I guess if I were
ashamed of it or something?
I'm like, fuck that.
No.
That shit is so going in my HBO special.
Now, did Hughley think the third kid was his?
For a while? I was not aware of that till just then.
Right.
And I didn't want to ask him, hey, did you?
Right. Did you
I didn't want to
know?
ask him.
Right.
We were one bourbon too short, so I was like,
You got to ask your mom. She'll tell you. She'll tell you. You don't want.
I think we've gone as far as we can go.
Leave some alone. Leave some alone.
I hear you.
Leave some mystery.
I hear you.
Otherwise, I think
wild.
it is hilarious, though.
How's the radio show going?
I hate radio people.
Well, you're in the regular radio world. They're nightmares over there.
But I love the audiences, and I love the people I work around.
What are they busting your balls on over there?
Always some bullshit. Like
they got DL Hughley. I've had this conversation with you off air.
And it's doing well, but they can't say it's doing well. It's always
they play
It's Voltaire in the system, and the whole station's up, and I'm like, hey, motherfucker.
Yeah, they bullshitters.
All I know is I get on the mic, people listen, I get off, they don't. That's what
you hire the talent. Hire the talent and leave them the fuck alone.
I don't know. I like the constant meddling. Those consultants always know best.
Do you sit down with lawyers to go over language and this and that?
I get letters from people. I get letters saying this is contractually not allowed. I get shit like that.
Oh, like they listened and then send you a letter about it.
But it's always over some horseshit thing, too, by the way.
It's always over shit. Listen, in the grand scheme of things, you knew what I was when you brought me here. Now, what you hoped is that I wouldn't be me. That's what you hope. Like, I hope it's like marrying a whore and then surprise she's fucking other people. Like, if you hope she stops.
And they wonder why regular radio is shot. It's done.
And then it's
you're one of the last. There's only a few of you guys that are able to figure it out.
But the medium, I love it. But like, he gets mad because I call him the white man who owns us. Like,
that's funny. Fuck it, that's funny.
Now watch after this. Watch. I'll email you the letter I get from this bullshit. Like,
I know.
Who's the dude? Who is it?
I can't say his name. That's contractually not allowed.
Okay.
But just say any uptight white dude who ever owned anything, that guy.
Okay.
That guy.
We put up with a lot of horseshit when we were on regular radio, but the day they gave us the famous pamphlet that was labeled "Words Hurt," I knew, oh boy, we
was
fucked.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because they weren't wrong. Words do hurt.
I found the
Like you're
pamphlet. I got to
guilty.
bring it back in. Just how you talk around things instead of just speaking openly. And wow, it was bad. You remember, Jim? You remember?
my
We
God,
read the
yeah.
whole fucking thing on the air.
Oh, that's
And
amazing.
boy, were they mad.
They were mad that you did that.
Because we weren't taking it seriously. Because you would swear that it was a comedy writer that wrote this shit. You're like,
What
there's
do
no
they
way
want
this
that
is
you don't-
real.
What do they want?
I'm trying to remember specifics at this point. All the PC shit that we're dealing with now, I guess. All that garbage.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
just, why? It's just,
You're basically treating everyone as equal, and you don't like.
everybody's not equal.
Of course,
No.
of course not.
Everybody's like, it's,
And when you're doing
If everybody was equal, I would never get laid.
right.
and you know,
I'm better than the motherfucker that wants to fuck you. So these are your options.
and it's also hopefully a comedy show, so we're not even trying to hurt anybody. It was just so ridiculous.
It's good-natured ribbon.
Right? All that.
Yeah, but here's the thing I figured out. All your listeners to you are your people. To you are
Right.
the people who you like to hang out with, entertain. To them, I'm trying to sell them people something. Like they're not. They don't care.
Right.
You have a relationship with that artist. They want something from them.
Right.
That's true. And
All you want from them is
to listen
an
and hang
exchange.
out.
And by you being that way, you'll get what you want from the audience, which is them coming to see you.
Right.
And when they're listening to you, they already accept what you're about. It's always the people that aren't in your audience that are getting you in trouble. Then they weren't even going to listen to D.L. Hughley anyway.
Right.
He told
But
me.
those are the ones that fucking end up getting you fired. It's
Yeah,
like,
they
dude, that person was never listening to the show.
I got a complaint about this lady. She was married to a white guy, and she says DL seems like he hates white people, which is ridiculous.
No, he's like me. He hates white men. We love white women.
I haven't been with a white woman yet, but I'm working on it.
In your life?
You haven't?
I'm working on it.
Oh, no.
Wait a minute.
You know what that means?
Hasn't your son thrown you a couple?
No, but I asked him about it.
Yeah.
If my wife is ever hit by a train or struck by lightning, it's over.
That's what you're going.
I know what that is.
Yeah?
Yep.
I'm so getting
DL has a little dick. That's what it is. DL is worried about ruining that myth.
You ruined the myth. Oh.
Well, no, I only fucked up one miss, and that's that I could dance. But other than that,
He's worried about that white girl expression. Oh, I forget it.
it's just always that weird thing where you like. I always feel like I'm doing it just because. Like,
Really?
Yeah, I never. It's never happened. I mean, I like
I crossed over in every direction. How about Asian girls? Latin girls?
Latin girls, yes.
Never Asian girl?
No
either?
Asians.
What? I haven't worked my way around the country.
See, I grew up in New York too, so I dated everybody from junior high school. We was mixing it up.
But the first time I saw Puerto Ricans, I never knew what they were. Like when I flew out, we only had Mexicans in
I lost my
California.
virginity to a Puerto Rican.
Oh, absolutely.
That's
You gave it away.
crazy.
Yeah.
Starting with a Puerto Rican, you got
Yes.
to work your way up to a Puerto Rican. Are you kidding me?
Started with a Puerto
You don't start with a Puerto
She
Rican.
was 1 year older than me. Wow. She was 1 year older than me, but in the same grade.
Holy fuck.
And felt like she was like 10 years older than me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, of course.
And you got it?
Got it. On a
First
half
time-
a day, too, nigga.
And I never, like, I left Los Angeles, came here, and it was Mexican ladies who I thought were very attractive. But when I landed, I saw Puerto Ricans, and I remember, who was I with? I forgot who I was with. And I said, what is that? And they said,
It's unbelievable.
That's a Puerto Rican. Y'all have them? I don't even know what that is. Y'all have them? Where are they? Where's Puerto Rico? And then I saw the Dominicans. I was like, what?
Yes.
What is going on? Where have I been?
So imagine going through puberty and seeing that shit on a train every
man.
day.
God, I wouldn't even, wow. I can't imagine being 17 or 18 losing my virginity to a Dominican or a Puerto
I
Rican.
had my little
God.
Toyota Tercel, a fucking hatchback. I was in everybody's neighborhood.
I think I would have been in the corner crying after. What just happened? What just happened?
I'm chafed.
Oh my God.
I needed a safe
I didn't even know
redhead, I
that.
think.
That's how you lost your virginity?
Yeah.
I lost my virginity.
I bow to that.
To a girl named Shona who looked like she had a little ponytail, you know, with baby hair right here, and the ponytail looked like a light switch. And she looked a little
funny,
a little like JJ from Good Times, a little bit. Okay, all right. And I remember I remember loving her so much for like 5 seconds and then going, get out.
Yeah.
The first time, I remember the first time. Like, I didn't know what you were supposed to be doing. I was like 12 when I lost my
Yeah.
And I didn't know what
really?
Yeah, absolutely. On the school steps at Avalon Gardens.
Amazing.
And I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing, but then I felt this urge. And I was like, what is something? I thought I broke something. And then.
It's scary sex for the first time.
It is.
After I had it for the first time, I ain't have it again for 2 summers.
It's fucking hot. You can't breathe. The fucking pillows in your face. You're like,
I
can't see the other person.
Wait
a minute.
Oh, you were a Boy Scout. All right. I remember I always, once I did it, I liked it all the time. So I said, fuck this, I'm going to do this all the time. So I didn't know you needed rubbers or anything.
Right.
I'm 47, I still don't know you did this.
I didn't know anything. So one time I have sex with this bride, and I have these bugs down there, and I go to this dude named Junior. I go, hey man, I got these bugs down here.
Right.
He said, I had them before. He said, spray Raid on your nuts.
No,
Wow.
he did not.
I sprayed Raid on my nuts because I had crabs and had to go to the poison control. Like I almost killed myself at Martin Luther King. They took me to Martin Luther King Hospital. I sprayed Raid on my nuts. I thought.
Did it burn? What does that do?
It fucking almost killed me. It was the
But
most.
what happens if you spray Raid on your nuts?
It's got to give you a rash like nobody's business and itch like a motherfucker.
It hurt. Have you ever sprayed cologne down there?
Yes.
Or
get Ben Gay on there by mistake?
But that's how, I learned about sex from dudes that didn't know shit about sex.
That's some scary shit.
Man, I thought, then the doctors came in and was telling my mother that I
had
crabs and sprayed
Raid on your dick.
Oh man, but it was decon because Muhammad Ali sold decon.
Oh, decon! Oh my! That's what gave Muhammad Ali fucking goofy brain.
Right.
There's a rumor that helped.
Yeah. We didn't buy Raid because when a nigga sells it, wait, I'm going to get that decon because Muhammad Ali sold that. Yes. And so I sprayed that. But that was all the shit that you grew up with.
Right. And how old were you when that happened?
About 13, 14.
That's crazy.
Then there's this girl named Michonne. She was older than me, right?
Right.
And she had this Toyota. What was it? A Datsun. It was a Datsun.
Okay.
I don't even know what. And she would come in. She always looked cute. She had a fat ass. She came in the neighborhood, had a shirt with her name tag on it. And I used to always talk shit to her because I had already had sex. I had Raid on my nuts. I'm a man. And she's like 22. And I'm talking to her. And she said, you wouldn't know what to do with this. And I said, girl. So she takes me to her home, right? And she lets me have some. But she's brutal. She's like, put it here and fuck me in the ass. I'm like, I'm 14. I don't know nothing about fucking.
How old was she?
She was like 22, right?
Wow, that's fucking amazing.
So she would make shit with, so she would come pick me up and I would go, and she bought toys video games I could only play there, or clothes I could only have there.
She was adopting you and fucking.
Oh man. And she would make food that with onions in it, and I hated onions, and she gave me a blowjob, and she's like, I was like, out. She said, never tell a woman out. She was really breaking me in, right?
Right.
So I'm thinking, I gotta be with this woman forever, and I'm crying. I'm like, I don't want to be, but I would pretend like I liked it because all the dudes would be out there. Like, I liked fucking her, but I didn't want to hear her or be with her. Like,
right.
I don't want to be with her the rest of my life. You're mean. She would choke me. I'm 14. I don't know what
she was choking you.
Man. She said choke me, and I don't know.
And you're only 14.
Yeah, so it was like,
wow.
It was a weird. So one day she comes to pick me up, and my mother is out front, right?
Yeah.
And so she hits the horn. I go, oh yeah, it's my cue to go. And everybody's like, oh, go get it. And I'm like, oh, pretend like I'm proud, but really,
crying inside.
Oh no. So my mother, because I'm thinking I gotta be with her forever. I'm gonna marry her. Like this is
right.
So
stupid.
My mother sees this. She go, who is this? Who is she? And I said, oh, this is my friend. She said, hey, Miss Hughley, I'm his friend. She said, how old are you? She said, 22. She said, you know he's 14, right? And she said, yeah, we're just friends. She said, why would you be friends with a 14-year-old? She said, get your ass in the house. And bitch, don't never let me see you around here again, right? So she's driving off, and I'm pretending like I'm mad, but I'm going, thank you, Jim.
Thank you.
My mother saved me.
She knew you were out of your league.
It was too much, man. It was too much. It was like, I don't. She would smoke after and I'm like, I don't like smoke. She said, shut up. Like, I'm like, oh.
Wow.
Hey, bitch, wait a minute. Hey, now.
Your mom saved your ass.
I'm 14. You don't be making onions. You don't make meals with, like, she would make food. grown man food. I don't want that shit. I want now and laters and shit. I don't want.
She would have slippers in the newspaper waiting for you.
Hey, bitch, you made a casserole.
And a martini.
I want chocolate milk, not goulash. What the fuck is this? I don't want it. Like, she would make grown man food.
Oh, my
with
God.
With onions and shit.
All he wanted was gummy bears.
I don't want this.
That's hilarious.
She would make casserole.
What kind of shit is
I don't want that.
She's an old 22.
Casserole.
She would make, like, I was her dude.
Heard the word casserole.
Yeah,
Did she have a job? Like?
Yeah, she did. She had a job. She had a shirt with her name on it.
So she was working.
She had a job. She had an apartment.
And then 22, when she was 22, it didn't seem like she was old as shit.
It did. And she was, like, to me, she was gorgeous. I'm sure she looks like, but to me, she was gorgeous. And everybody in the neighborhood wanted her, so I thought.
Wow.
And I never expected her to say, yeah. I was just talking shit. And she did it. And everybody be like, man, you tearing that ass up. And I was like, yeah, I sure am.
Sure.
But I would get there and this bitch got goulash on. What is this?
Eat your goulash and get in the corner. Get in the corner.
And like she would smoke after having sex. I'm 14.
Yeah.
She's got Walter Cronkite on.
Yeah.
Bitch, I don't want this.
I met the first girl who smoked pot when I had sex with her. And I ain't smoked pot till maybe 12 years later. This was like when I was like 18.
Right.
Yeah, you had a late start with all
I started with like
the drugs and the alcohol.
And she seemed like an adult to me.
Yeah.
When I was fucking her. But it was like weed and
it seemed like a movie. You're like, this is great.
I still can't get over the fact you started with a Puerto Rican. That's
Where do you go after that?
That's gonna scare me all day.
Yeah, I went through
where do you go after that?
But you go through a phase. When you're in New York, you go through a Puerto Rican phase where it's like you really got to get out or you're going to marry one.
Yeah.
You've tasted all the flavors.
All of them.
Living in New York, right?
All of them. It's the best part. To get on the train.
Which one haven't you tasted?
I can't say everything from
now,
Indian
who do you like
to
the best?
Tongwanese, nigga. I had a shorty from Tonga.
Who do you like the best?
I would say blacks, and it's like it was not even a race. It's like more local who I got more in common with. It can be any race, but if you like if you have ColecoVision and shit like that,
no, just go with the physical though. Who is the best?
Who was the best physically?
You're talking overall, but I mean, just having sex.
I would say probably black and Puerto Rican girls.
Yeah. Well, Puerto Ricans, like Paul Mooney says, just niggas who can swim.
Niggas who can swim. Yeah, it's a whole island chain.
I don't.
St. Thomas, all of them.
Black and Latin women do it for me. Like, I've seen very few white women. I went, wow.
But you can find a white woman who you be like this. You seem like everybody else.
Yeah.
You seem like you can run in the mix.
I didn't see that yet, but yeah, I've seen like who have it's always been that way for me. Like, a black woman turn me on. Like, I just think. I wish they didn't talk so much, but other than that, like, if you could disconnect their vocal cords, they'd be perfect.
Oh, that'd be great.
It'd be perfect.
But no, they're black women and Latin women. Like,
you never had
all
like
my mistresses have been black.
All black.
All, yeah.
And never like a threesome mixed up.
Yeah, I had threesome, but they all.
But all
niggas.
black too. Jesus Christ, you racist! Wow.
No, I didn't. I don't want I like a white brown in there, but it just didn't.
It didn't work out that way.
Yeah, I like it.
DL's a militant when it comes to the bedroom.
He's old school.
He's old school.
He's more comfortable around that. He's more comfortable around.
It just never worked. Like,
it hasn't worked out for you.
It just I never like I don't want to be I like to like a motherfucker because I like them.
Right. You don't want to be full. You don't want to.
I don't want to do something just because everybody else is doing it.
Right.
Yeah,
I would assume, looking at DL, that he was with a lot of white women.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It was a handful.
Wouldn't you assume that though?
Yeah. With that scarf.
I look at guys that can pull off the scarf. I go respect.
Yes, it's like you mingle more.
Man, if I put that, no fucking way can I pull that shit off. But I respect a guy that can do that.
Yeah, it's
not many that can.
But you in New York, y'all live in like black people. Where I grew up, we in LA. Rich people live with rich people, poor people live with poor people. New York, that shit is from building to building.
Yeah, it is.
And so I didn't even know white people lived in California or in Los Angeles till one day I was 19 years old and I saw a lady on The Price is Right. She said, we live in Los Angeles. And we went to UCLA and I saw now entering West Los Angeles. I went, oh!
That's what
I never, because it was very, very, very segregated.
Sure.
Yeah.
I lived 8.5 miles from the beach. Avalon and Rosecrans is about 8.5 miles from the beach, and never went till I was grown.
Why?
Because that's
you
just
just didn't want it. You didn't go.
You feel
You just
like
stayed in
there's
the
invincible
neighborhood.
fences around you when you grow up in some neighborhoods.
Right.
We would drive, we'd get on, we'd leave Avalon, get on the freeway, drive 15 minutes, get out. It was niggas there. We'd go back, go any direction I went. It was only black people in Mexico. So I never. It would just
It's
seem
like a black portal.
Yeah.
Because even when you're driving, you know not to drive.
Oh, absolutely.
Somewhere you're gonna get stopped.
Torrance.
So you gotta go where they gonna let you drive.
Look, Whitey understands that whole thing the other way, okay?
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
You know the fuck. So,
We understand. What do you?
It's
What do you
nowhere
think? You're
where.
talking French to me or something? You kidding me?
We stay away from railroad tracks and Martin Luther King Boulevard.
You smell wings? We home.
You don't think we're on a highway crying because we know that exit's the shortcut and we can't take it?
No, honey, we're not going down Malcolm X Boulevard. What?
You don't think I know the shortcuts? We're bumper to bumper.
Oh,
We're like,
my God.
fuck, I would love to go there.
You know what they did in
Damn it.
California? You know
I
what
wish
they
my
did?
windows were tinted.
Well, then they try to buy weed from you.
Sure.
A white dude with tinted windows is the police.
They'll get you.
Have you've been to LA, right?
Yeah.
So you know the 105, right?
Yeah,
The freeway.
sure.
That used to be. That was all that goes through Watts, Inglewood, everything.
Right.
So white people said, I can't
Never be on
So
there.
we got to we got to build a freeway that just is over niggas.
Yeah.
Like it's just all it's a whole freeway where they can get from the airport
and miss all the nigga traffic.
That's all.
Well, at least they were nice. They didn't take out those neighborhoods.
They did.
Oh, they did. No, okay. I thought you meant that they actually.
No.
Okay, because the Long Island Expressway is the same shit. They fucking cut right through people's neighborhoods.
But
Put
here's
that
the
road
thing.
in.
Do you know and here's another thing you can look up.
Yeah.
When people talk about there were black people who had wealth, right?
Right.
And all the highways went through all the black wealthy areas. That's not me making it up. It's actually true. Even people talk about Chicago and how HUD was complicit in making sure black people only lived in the government. So when you look at all the areas where crime is bad and all that kind of shit, there is a reason it's that way. Like when people make that argument, like Bray Lewis, black on black.
Oh, Ray.
Black Lives Matter.
Raymond.
Stop it, man.
Oh, Concussion Ray.
I'm like,
good old Raymond.
Like the argument, well, black on black crime, there's no such thing. If a white guy walks into a building, shoots 19 white people, nobody calls that white on white crime.
No. I call it a happy day. I don't put on Ice Cube's good day. Today was a good day.
And the argument is 90% of black people kill black people. 87% of white people kill white people. Asians kill Asians, Latin kill Latins. People are most likely in this country, women are killed by. Black people aren't more violent. We just have less gas money. So it's just like, motherfucker, you it. You it. I'm popping a cap in you. You are it.
That is too funny.
Oh my God.
DL, you fucking rule.
Thanks,
That is too fucking funny.
We don't see you enough.
Hey man, I want to.
Caroline's tomorrow through Sunday.
Okay.
I'm sure the tickets are selling really.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good.
And then you got the big fucking tour this summer.
Man.
It's
and
going
we have a TV show based on the tour. And I'm on a new drama where I play Dr. Hackett on NBC.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's called Heartbeat. I'm a psychiatrist.
When do you find time for all this shit?
When you owe the government $1 million, you'll find out. You'll
find the time.
Hey, fucker, you think that scarf's gonna pay for itself?
you and Fitty, man.
Yeah, man.
Fitty's got a plan.
Was the government coming after you?
No, not now.
50 has a plan. He needs 5 years to pay back the 23.
That's what he says?
In the paper today.
Yeah.
He's got a plan. He's hoping the government goes with his plan.
No, that's what the government does. They give you 5 years.
Oh, they give you time, yeah.
But he's saying, I got it. Give me the 5 years. I'll give you the 23.
You know what that payment's like? Probably. That's gotta be $500,000 a month.
A month?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
But what did
for 5 years though?
Yeah. What did he do?
Wait.
That's right. Yeah.
No, think
He's
about
probably
it.
paying that?
Yeah.
If you owe let's call it 25 million. That's $5 million a year. Yeah, do the math,
He owes $25 million?
Yeah.
20, he owes officially 23, so it'd be about $400
Did his slave business go under? Why does he owe so much money?
He made a bloody fortune off water too, man.
Yeah. Yes.
No, not water. It was the great
Smart water.
Vital water.
Yeah, the Vital Water.
Well, I just didn't know how he was on Instagram with money. Don't you know the feds got Instagram too?
He said he did.
I saw
who
that
does
picture.
that?
The
That's just
police
dumb.
got Instagram too.
How did he lose all his money?
That's
Does
rap
anyone know?
dumb. See, that's rap dumb because they'll rap about
That's
crime.
like-
So why won't they videotape it?
Yeah.
Did he pull an MC Hammer? Had too many people around?
I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened to Fetty Money. I guess he had to pay that $5 million to what's her name's baby mother for putting that video out.
Yeah, but that ain't the government. The government don't care about that.
Right.
He owes the money.
But they took that out of his money. He had to pay that money.
Well, that's the government don't give a fuck.
I think he had to pay taxes too, and maybe that came. What happened to his money?
I don't know. I don't know what went wrong with him.
I don't know.
Then he buy Mike Tyson's old mansion, then he had to give it up just like Mike Tyson?
Well, that's an evil place. Everyone that
that place
touches
is
that
evil.
place, you go bankrupt.
It's like the Hope Diamond.
Right?
Yes. It's the Hope Diamond and the No Hope Mansion.
that mansion's evil. There's some fucking evil spirits in that place.
The Kennedys must have sold him that shit.
I'm
Jesus
telling
Christ.
you.
God, yeah.
That shit.
Fucking, we love Tyson when he comes in here.
Yeah.
God damn it. Did you read his book? Please tell me you read his
No,
book.
I can't do it.
Why?
It's just, whenever I was in a room with Mike Tyson, I loved him, but it was always, you got that feeling something could happen at
Somebody's
any minute.
gonna jump off?
Something. It just always feels like,
He says
not now though.
He says how much he loves us, but you see it in his eyes.
Yeah.
Like, man, if I say one dumb thing,
go
I'm losing
left.
my teeth.
If it go left.
I feel that to this day.
Really?
Yeah, you get a feeling, man.
Yeah.
I think I can
And
take
he's a
Tyson
lot of
now.
fun. He's a lot of fun. No,
I can take him now.
he got back in shape.
Yeah,
I saw him fall on that Segway or whatever. That nigga got
Oh
it.
yeah, that was pretty fun.
Well, I want you to know that was not DL. Because you know, Opie's listening. They like, hey, that nigga, it was that nigga right there.
I can't believe DL said it
Right,
Mike Tyson.
that motherfucker Will. He's the kind of dude that asked you in public, did you say that shit?
Really?
Like he doesn't get societal rules.
He's starting to. He's all right.
He's mellowing out now. I just saw
all
a
right.
documentary about him and Bernard Hopkins, and
that was good.
It was great.
He invited us personally to that damn thing, and then we're sitting in a room with 20, 30 people having dinner with Tyson and his family, and they're thanking everyone in the room for helping out with the movie, and we're looking at each other like we had nothing fucking to do with this. Why are we here?
Whenever
this
we
is
see
cool.
white people in the room, we always have to thank them because we know that offhandedly they.
But they're like everyone in this room is special to Mike Tyson and
he
this
invited you over in the
movie.
room. Was Norton there too?
Yeah, it was me, Norton, and Sam, and we're like, we're the only ones that have nothing to do with this.
Wow.
And then I'm sitting next to Holyfield asking him to pass the fucking salt.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Did he remember
it was
it?
cool as fuck, but I'm like...
Hopkins was there too?
No.
He's
We've
a
had
bad
Hopkins
man.
in.
That's a
But
bad
still, right now, he's a bad dude.
Yeah,
Just to this
Hopkins...
day,
We've had
he
him
might
on
be
this-
my favorite boxer.
Me too. He might. Well,
He's awesome.
Sugar Ray's my favorite.
They showed him going
Sugar
undefeated
Ray.
in prison.
He was a bodyguard. He was the shot caller's bodyguard in the joint.
They used
that
to,
little
and
motherfucker.
in Pennsylvania, they had like 40 prisons that participated. So they used to go from prison to prison in a bus.
And he won...
Fighting people.
Yeah.
And he was the...
That's
the
like a
champ.
Wesley Snipes movie.
Yeah, it is.
Undisputed.
Yes.
Like he was the dude in the joint. He was to be the motherfucker to come see you to get your.
And then he went
that little
undefeated
dude.
for 11 years.
Man,
in middleweight, it's like
how
he
bad
just
would
lost
you want
a fight last year?
How bad would
And
you
he
want
won
to
it
see
at
those
48
fights?
years old.
Yeah, how bad would you want to see those prison fights?
Oh, I would die to see those.
No kidding.
I remember like Tuesday night fights at the Garden used to be a big thing in New York City.
Right.
Tuesday nights, you go in there for like $3 and you just see fights.
You want to see them? Don't pay your taxes. You'll get to see.
Must be in the front row.
Oh no! This is like the Hotel California. You don't leave. You will see all the fights you want.
Oh, shit, might participate in a couple.
Let's fight to save the ass.
Jimmy's coming back from his phone, or should we?
Ain't nothing better than fighting.
We're starting to
fights.
wrap up anyway, though.
I
But
love some boxing, man.
So
I'm trying to get back into boxing, but after UFC, wow, the UFC's been awesome lately too. You're not a UFC guy?
No, my son is. I don't. Who is the cat that just got his ass whipped?
Oh. Was it UFC? It was,
the English dude.
Conor McGregor.
Yeah, the Irish dude. Yeah.
With Nate Diaz. Yeah, they're fighting again. Yeah,
they're fighting again.
You don't get off on those fights?
Nah.
Oh, we love them. We love the UFC.
I love boxing, but I don't like the.
Boxing had the whole thing to it, the whole spectacle.
No, who started doing our shows? Jerry Cooney.
Oh yeah, Cooney's a good dude. He's a great
hilarious.
Dude. Yeah.
You know who I see all the time? Ronaldo Snipes. I see him at the
wow, there's
cigar bar in what is it, at the Carnegie? What is that, Carnegie? It's a cigar bar.
Oh, yeah, right on 6th
He's
Avenue.
always there.
It's yeah.
He's always there.
I've never been to a cigar bar.
Davidoff's or whatever it's called.
Not Davidoff's, it's that Carnegie.
No, it's right near the Carnegie.
There's another one over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's, he's always in there.
It's on like right between 56, 57th on like 6th.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So we went to see him all the time.
We're kind of wrapping up, Jimmy.
That's fine.
Even though you just walked in, I don't want to.
This seems so
we just started,
fun, man. Y'all just get to.
Yeah, I had a radio phoner to do at 10:30, so I scheduled for 10:30. But sometimes we go a little late.
TL, we just did an hour and 15 with you. Is that crazy to think?
If I did that shit,
that would be 12 breaks on your radio show.
I'd already be fired. Literally, would already be fired.
Hey, what's going on with Cat Williams? You know Cat?
Oh yeah, he's good.
Is he all right? I mean, I never met the guy, and
I'll tell you what happened. Like this last one
with the
was
kid?
him trying to be a good dude, man. And that kid, he was a good dude. Now I don't.
What did the kid do? He started with him, or
the kid was he was being a fucking dickhead 17-year-old.
He was,
but the cat got it handed to him. Motherfucker, I'm 52, right? I sneezed and broke a blood vessel in my eye. What the fuck are you talking about? You can't find no 17-year-old kid and think it's gonna go good for you. That ain't the mark of a.
Your logic. I hate your logic because we're all laughing, but you're 100% right. There's a million 17-year-olds that can kick my ass,
like on purpose, and that's why they invented guns and cars so you can get the fuck out.
And walking up behind a motherfucker.
Right, that's a brick.
That still exists.
What you do is you never put. Fight somebody right now. You missing some days. It ain't gonna be. I'm talking about just scuffle
you
around.
Might win. Yeah.
You ain't gonna go to work.
Your ribs ain't gonna be right.
I'm starting to get bummed out because when I walk around the city, I'm starting to realize how many broads could beat me up now. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
This is how bad it gets as you get older?
Yeah. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You start looking like, oh my God, 10 years ago, there's no way that broad would take me out.
And now this bitch is doing lunges down 8th Avenue.
I really see it though now. I'm like, man, there is a lot of broads that can help beat the shit out of me.
You're only like 12 years away from a nurse whipping your ass somewhere.
Fuck,
that's true.
I hate you.
That's true. You're gonna be shitting into a bedpan.
Look at him 12 years away from it.
Like you start doing the math and like, I don't think. Yeah, I think it's just like you
the
see
math's not working out anymore.
Nah, it ain't.
I know it ain't.
I'm just happy, like literally, I'm happy I can see a broad and my dick's doing it. Like that makes me like I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Like
my dick's different. Oh, I gotta tug it while they lick my nipples. It's a whole fucking chain and pulley operation.
It's steampunk.
Dude, it's a fucking whole operation.
You gotta have, what is Bernoulli's principle? Lift and drag.
Oh my God, it's a nightmare.
Oh my God.
It's a nightmare.
It's like playing Mousetrap.
I like
fucking Mousetrap. Hit you hard. Everything's set just right.
And then you see them like you like it's like you know that you get older when you go, man, I want to fuck that girl, but I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I just want to go watch Walking Dead. Is that on tonight? Like you.
She'll want to stay up late and talk, and I'm just tired. I have to get up.
The shit I'd do to you if the OJ trial wasn't on Netflix right now. I'm not playing.
You know, the good part of it, though, is getting up in the morning does suck, but then there's also that built-in excuse. Like, look, I can hang, but only for a couple hours.
Yeah.
I have to get up.
Yeah.
So that's why I like, one of the things about getting up at 6 that's good is they know I can't be up till 3 in the morning fucking shitting around with them.
So you're getting that Uber.
Absolutely. Yes.
See you later.
Absolutely.
I gotta get the fuck up.
I'm going to come all over you. You're going to come on my chest. I'm going to squeeze your tits, then you're going to go home.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
Not worth working out. Don't do the math.
I think it's Jim's anniversary.
No need to do the math on that one.
Wait, anyone else confused by that math?
There was so much flying at me. I don't know what it was.
Absolutely.
Is that some of that new math?
Absolutely. Lovely girl.
New man.
What's going on?
Sword fighting with a girl with giant tits. Ran an Uber.
Really?
No, we'll use my Uber because I don't want to see your real name pop up.
Let's keep the fantasy alive.
Oh, you're brutal. It's brutal.
All right, we got to go.
Yes, we
got a boogie.
We're actually running out of show if we want to squeeze all this into the replay. That's another issue we have some days.
Oh, wait, that's better than your...
DL, we're around if you want to come by.
I always want to come by, man.
Yes.
We're here tomorrow. Jimmy's out of town, so certainly,
okay, maybe I'll come by
certainly could use the help. I got Sherrod ready.
I was somewhere. You were in Minneapolis, right?
No, I haven't been in Minneapolis in a while.
Well, you were somewhere, and I was playing. Was it with Albany, or was it? It was somewhere I just was. So, and you were at a theater. It had to be. Was it Albany? Was it San Antonio? Was it
San Antonio? I'm coming to, and maybe you were there first. I'm going to Madison, Wisconsin tomorrow. I've never been. Milwaukee, Chicago. I've been all over.
It was somewhere. We were there, and we saw you get ready.
Are you talking about the first time I met you?
No, I'm talking
Washington.
About this week too.
Okay,
a couple of weeks ago, I was somewhere and he was there. But the first time I met you guys,
I thought you were the coolest fucking guy ever. I'm like, that's fucking DL Hughley, and you couldn't have been cooler to us, man.
That was after I got in trouble for that Town Amish thing, wasn't it?
That's right.
Yeah.
And Jimmy,
what, the nappy hair stuff?
Yeah.
That was the gold days.
I'm like,
you had to defend it.
Yeah.
You had to.
You were right. You were right.
Yeah. Sometimes you just have to. Because they're coming after you next, you dummy.
Yeah. That's what people don't get.
Yep.
They don't get that shit.
Like, literally. I don't give a fuck him.
Right.
It's his right to say something
that shit.
dumb.
Of course.
That's what. Where was it? It had to be somewhere. Was it? It was Denver.
Okay,
It had to be Denver. I was in Denver.
I was just there. You were on the tour with.
And it was because we played Denver, Indianapolis, and it was Denver.
That would explain why it was a struggle to get people into my shows. They were all in the arena watching that one.
At least you can sleep better now.
I thought it was just me. God.
St. Louis,
St. Louis, I'm going to
this weekend.
This weekend. I'm hoping to get down to Ferguson because I saw a lot of my CDs are actually do really well in Ferguson.
I bet. Well, they got a black police chief now.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, that's
All right, cool.
From Miami, right?
Yep.
From Carroll.
From Dade.
All right, cool. Because Miami is a well-run city, no problems there. So I'm gonna. That's good. That's where you want to bring your police chief from. The fucking highest cocaine problem in the entire free world.
Listen, we got him before the indictment. She's priced to move.
It's priced to move.
All right, listen. DL Hughley might come back tomorrow. If not, that's cool. He's at Caroline's tomorrow through Sunday.
Nice.
And real DL Hughley on the old Twitter. Anything else? You good, DL?
Yeah, I'm great, man. Oh, wait, and watch
Really
Heartbeat. I'm on Heartbeat.
Heartbeat.
Yeah, and you
That's
know
the NBC thing?
It's NBC. So it's tonight. I play Dr. Hackett, and the Comedy Get Down is a TV show now. It's going to be on BET and Comedy Central.
Oh, nice.
It's going to be. We're having a lot of fun.
Awesome.
George Lopez has put more black people to work than Ford. That's pretty good.
I just saw him here the other day walking in the hallways. He looks very good.
Yeah, he does.
He looks really healthy and happy. I guess that new show is really suiting him well.
Yeah,
sure.
It's always good to see a guy with a show get another show. I'm always happy for that.
Right.
I fucking kick a stool out from underneath me.
Sherrod's got his A&E show he's working on.
Yes,
He'll be back
I know. I'm getting ready to do an interview
Yes.
for it.
Jimmy's hitting the road, but you go to JimNorton.com for all the dates. But this weekend, like I said, Wisconsin, Kansas City, and St. Louis.
Yes, sir. And I'll see you Monday morning.
Yeah, all right. DL, maybe we'll see you tomorrow. If not,
Okay, man, I'm gonna try to
we'll
get
see you
through,
soon.
but it's gonna be
And
early.
thank you for
Later.
listening.